with On a Mission here tonight. It's gonna be good racing. We're gonna be at the Indy track for the Cup cars. It's gonna be an amazing race. One of the prestigious gems of NASCAR. Alongside in the booth here, I have my one and only partner in crime. You know him from everywhere around town to Sunday. Lightning McPuddin.
What up, guys? Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Thanks for the invite from everybody on the mission. It's been a little bit since we've had the opportunity to do this, Grim. Last time I was having some technical difficulties. But yes, Indianapolis, you said it yourself, very historic track. Been there numerous times for Formula One, Indy, MotoGP, the Cup races. Built in 1911. Obviously, they call it the Brickyard. The start-finish line is 1 yard of bricks wide and 4 flat corners with 2 short chutes in between. So it's not your typical track where you have 1 and 2 and then 3 and 4. You have to hit all 4 of these corners perfect to get a great apex and great drive off of that. So thanks, Grim. Thanks for everybody on the mission to pull us up here. And I'd love myself some Indianapolis. Let's get it done tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm. It's taken some time for me back on the older games running on this track. I wasn't a big fan of Indy. I don't know why. It's just been recently the newer games have been coming out for NASCAR, and thanks to 704 games for that as well. I'm fell in love with this track. I kind of like running it. I mean, I know I don't think I'm the fastest with it at this track, but I enjoy running this track.
I love it too. What you really have to work on too is being in the draft. The draft here, you have to be careful going down the front stretch and back stretch going into turns 1 and 3 because it'll tighten your car up. If you're in the draft, in my opinion, back it up just a little bit because you've got to get down to that white line. Anything below that white line, Grim, as we all know, is going to push you up. If you overshoot it, it's going to take you to the high side, and you're going to lose all your momentum, get freight train down the short chute, and it's going to be a long battle back to the front.
All right, so we're gonna. AJ's gonna be sending us invites, but do not accept until he tells me to, and we can join in.
No problem, no
All right.
problem. But it's a great honor to be back up here in the On a Mission booth, and especially with you, Grim. Like I said, we've had some good races, and I look forward to calling more races with you, man.
Yeah, I don't get to race with you anymore, Puddin, since I left Giggity. So it's
Well, that
good.
doesn't mean we can't A, race offline or B, talk with each other
Exactly.
and still hang out. Again, as if everybody doesn't know, I did get another Facebook. Yeah, I did it just for PS4. You guys can find me out there as Puddin' Knievel 98. I know Mr. Grimm over here already did, but we only got one viewer out there, so I've got a trivia question. Got a trivia question, and I'm gonna bring it up to a little bit later, because that way no one has the opportunity to Google it. But I have a great Indy trivia question here. Let me ask you.
I think I might know.
Actually, I'm just going to ask you. Do you know why milk is a tradition at Indianapolis, and name the one Indianapolis 500 driver who did not drink the milk? So it's 2 questions in one. But why do they drink the milk? And the one guy to not drink milk. And what was it and why?
Actually, I don't know that. I thought you were going to go NASCAR style with that. I did not know that question. I was off guard for that.
We'll give it just a couple minutes, but I will reveal the answer here shortly for you. As everybody know, Ray Haroon won the very first Indianapolis 500 on the all the brick track out there. They now have a golf course in the middle, which is absolutely beautiful. And he was the only driver to do it mechanic-free. Back then, they did it. They had a mechanic, so if they had a flat tire or a mechanical issue, the mechanic could get out, get jump back in. But Ray Haroon won the very first race in 1911. And Eddie Rickenbacker ended up purchasing that track. He is from Columbus, Ohio. He was a World War I fighter ace. He purchased it and raced out there. Joe Leonard has never won that race as many times as he won the USAC championship. And if anybody knows who Joe Leonard was, he was also a 6-time dirt track champion from motorcycles over to IndyCar, and he drove for another guy. That'll be a question for. And Evel Knievel actually worked on his pit crew for Al Unser Sr., for the guy that gave him his first promotional start. So, again, a lot of trivia going on.
All right, Puddin, we're going to blue screen real quick so nobody will be able to... We'll talk after the blue screen. We're joining the race here. Keffer's always right. That boy's never wrong.
Yeah, the
Hey,
track was built. The
and
track
I'm
was built
actually
on a
saying
dairy
his
farm,
name
and they
right.
wanted something refreshing, and that was the first cold drink. Go ahead, Grim.
I got his name right finally. It took me about 4 weeks and a lot of yelling at me, but I got his name right.
Well, we've all been there, as you know. I botched names. My name's been botched. I know yours has too, but so, but great job. And these automation guys put on one heck of a race, and I'm looking forward to see what we got. A lot of familiar names out here tonight.
Oh yeah, this is actually a really big field tonight for this race.
Celtics from the back in Chi-Town. I just saw that as we're loading in. If you're loading in, I'm going to load in. Thank you
Oh
for
man.
the invite. Here we go.
Oh, I'm not gonna get used to that. I'm not gonna get used to that. Robbie changing his name.
Oh, Brittany. That's correct. Robbie changed his name to Brittany.
I know, right? I'm not gonna get used to that, though. I'm used to Robbie Vids, man.
He's going to give me grief, but we're doing 160 laps here at the historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Grim.
Oh yeah.
Let's get into it.
I'm excited. I mean, this is a big field too. Good starting spot for Robbie too. I mean, outside of Keffer, I'm impressed.
He likes this track. He likes this track.
I call him. Well, what did I tell? What did I tell? I think it was Sparkalish. I told it. Oh, I called Robbie the Gas God.
The gas god. You have to say petrol. That's how they say it over in England. Petrol.
Well, the
Like
reason I say that is I don't know how he does it, but that guy can save so much gas, and I don't understand how.
He just, as we're already looking in, I see a car right there. Might have been a lag issue. Take it, Grim. Take us into turn one.
I say Robbie didn't go at all on that restart. As we go down here in turn one, it's a side-by-side battle with who is that? The 19. My apologies, guys.
Again, as you're doing that, I'm going to flip through and I'll be able to help you out since you're doing the broadcast tonight.
He actually turned out. This guy was super excited. It was we were broadcasting Tuesday on a mission with their Xfinity series, and he jumped in the chat and was saying, "I am so excited to jump in here as a race with you guys on Sunday or Saturday." So it's good to see him out here.
Oh, Robbie gets tapped to the outside, trying to keep off of everybody. It's really difficult. You got to hit that apron, what we were talking about in the pre-race. And what's already throwing me off, seeing the one and only Noco in that Ford. He is in a Ford car, and it is a Mustang, but at least he's keeping it that notorious Noco black. But he's right behind AJ Storm. They just completed the lap one here at the historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Grim.
Oh yeah, I actually like that car.
It's a great looking car.
I like that Ford car. That's a nice. I've always liked that car, even when Kevin Harvick ran it.
Noco to the inside of that 36. 36 being Celtics fan makes a little move. And that's an opportunity too. You draft, but you have 4 passing opportunities here at Indianapolis going into the corners. Something you don't get at a lot of these tracks.
Oh yeah. I say right now, I mean, it's just line by line here, right? Again, this track, sadly, it is kind of a draft track, so you're gonna see a lot of tandeming a little bit. But once everybody gets there, who hit that inside wall?
I was on board with Sledge right there when I saw that happen.
Was Titan.
That was tight. It was very unfortunate for him.
He took a heck of a shot into that inside wall.
And you just talked about it too, the draft, but we also have to know too that here at Indianapolis, it is a very heavy draft track, so that means aerodynamics is a very big key factor here in these custom cars. So hopefully he didn't appear too much damage.
I'm not gonna lie, I like Coke FM's paint scheme.
I don't know who that guy is. I'll have to friend request him. It looks like Sledge on the inside is new leader in that 21. Keffer in that 24 right behind him.
I heard he's a nice guy.
I'll have to figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I have to figure out who he is. I think he's a new guy in this series, honestly.
Going down the straightaway right there, though, you got 36, 24, and 21. They started to work together. The draft isn't affected. Like you said, Keffer goes to the outside. Can that 36 get to the inside of him? No, he does not. Still the leader being Sledge right there in that 21 Mustang. Sorry, Grim.
Oh
Again, you know
no,
how excited I can get, and
no,
everybody
you're
else
good.
out there,
I'm a,
especially everybody out there on a mission. Again, thank you for the invite, but when the racing gets intense, the intensity in my level raises a little bit, so I apologize for that, Grim.
I actually gotta see if I got points for tonight. Let me check real quick. I don't know if they sent us the point update here.
And there we go. We see AJ Storm in that Rusty Wallace throwback, that Black Deuce. Can he get to the inside of that 9 car? He traps him going into the corner, and both of them hold that line really well. Noko in that 4 car right in front of him. Can he hold on? Can they catch him? That's how you're going to catch people here, is work together. You have friends, you have teammates, but then at the last 10 laps, you have yourself and everybody else. So that's how, to get to that end, and it's a 100% race here at Indianapolis, Grim, you got to be patient. And Sledge right there looking real good in that 21 Mustang, pulling him out front. We're going to jump on board with Brittany herself over there. Excuse me, Serenity Britt. We know him as Robbie Vids, a.k.a. Robbie. He's going to suck up right behind this Mustang, too. A little Chevy Mustang crime.
As we see Celtics drop it inside of Keffer there. He just made an inside move on him going into 1 and took the spot from him. I'm telling you right now, in the last couple weeks, Celtics has just been on a tear lately. He's had a lot of good cars. It really the top 10, top 5. He's starting to chip away at Slade's points lead.
Yeah, very much so. Again, you'll have to keep me updated with that, but consistency is key in any form of motorsports.
Let me see here real quick, because I think he just sent it. I think it was from the other day, but I think it's updated for this. I might be wrong.
On board with the 1 car, which I would know is a different driver who's driving the 4 car, which is Sean. This league is international. We have an English driver, we have a Scottish driver. We're on board with Scottish Sean right now. Clips that wall coming out of that turn 4, going down that front stretch just a little bit. He's in that 1, trying to hold on. These guys are pulling up just a little bit. I wonder if they're doing some tire savings or just trying to follow the people in front of them to keep in that trap, because right there, that's a great line by Sean.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it sets him up great.
I just noticed Ryan Morgan commented a little bit ago.
Oh no!
Oh no! There was a sighting of a pinky.
Oh no! No! All right, real quick for all of our viewers out there, I know a couple of them are probably the drivers, but Mr. Jason Kepper, he called it on reason why the milk is so important and such a tradition here at Indianapolis. Name the 1 Indy 500 driver here at Indianapolis, and I'll give you 1 minute, and that still gives you enough time to Google, but who did not drink the milk because the beverage of his choice was the national drink of his country, so he is a foreigner, as we see Coke go into the inside.
As we see here, Wise, Celtics actually is taking the lead from Slade right now.
Yep, he's on board with him right now.
I told you, he's been on a tear lately. He has been having fast cars after fast cars after fast cars for the last couple weeks.
And of all things, to have a fast car in this league, that says something, because everybody in here has talent, and we know what their reputation means here and on a mission.
I mean, if you look at the big names, I mean, in this league, some of these guys, or majority of them, are esports drivers qualifying to come into esports itself.
And it's an honor to. Yep, yep, that's correct. Ryan Morgan called it, but I can guarantee he Googled it, because up in Canada they probably don't drink that beverage. What was the beverage there, Mr. RKM, and why? As we're still seeing Celtics try to go down the backstretch. They're going in
might have been in the stage.
All right, yep, you were correct. Stage in.
Well, I thought
but why he drink OJ there, Ryan Morgan? As we see Celtics Slade, and I believe, trying to look back and see Kepper, I think might be the top 3.
I'm taking that he was lactose intolerant and couldn't drink it.
No, he drank orange juice because he is from Brazil, and that is the national drink down there because orange juice is a big producing down there. It upset a lot of people for him breaking tradition, but he said if I won the most historic race in America, then I'm going to drink what I want to drink. But
actually, I thought you were going to go for like historic like facts. I was going to most people probably know it, but I'm going to throw it out there. Coming into this as being such a historic track with the Cup cars, who was the first person that won the inaugural Brickyard 400?
Jeff Gordon, 1996.
It's common,
August 6th, 1996.
That's where I thought you were going with that first question. I'm like, oh, I got this. Well, as a kid, I was like 4 years old, so I was a Gordon fan at the time. So,
well, my birthday, 1996. My birthday's August 10th, so obviously it was a big deal. We tried to get tickets to go out there. It didn't quite happen, being how big the field was. Got to watch it on TV, but personal, little. Exactly. Too easy, Grim. That's what Ryan Morgan said. But guys, let's not get away from this action right now. I'm on board with this Coke FN guy. He's
AJ's making a run here.
Yes, he is.
See, I've seen AJ. I feel like honestly, because I've watched these guys race so much, I feel like I'm learning how their driving abilities are. AJ doesn't have a strong car, or half the time doesn't have a strong car in the first stage. He's got to tweak it, figure it out, a pitch strategy to use on it to get it to where he needs it. And then he's
to the outside. Coke makes the pass on the 4 of Mr. No-Go. Sorry.
Oh, we got people on the grass. Who's that back here? Oh,
No-Go.
Looks like D. Smith had engine troubles. He is on pit road.
Oh, that's unfortunate for him.
Alright, we're going to do a fun fact in the booth here for myself. So.
For yourself.
Yeah, because it's kind of cool. It's interesting, per say the least. Alright, so. Not many people know, because again, I haven't told a lot of people. So, my mom's uncle Leonard, he lives in North Carolina. Back in the, I'm going to say 60s, 70s, roughly, he used to be the tire hauler to take tires to a race shop for Richard Petty.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he used to take Goodyear tires to their shop every time they needed a pair of Goodyears. They'd bring him over.
Real quick, Keffer goes to the inside of Celtics. Celtics goes to the high side. He's got a little help. There's Sledge in that 21. Did not mean to cut you off. We have a lead change, and there's still a battle. These guys start trying to pull away, but it doesn't seem like it's happening right now. But yeah, new leader back up there. Sledge in that 84 in that 21 Mustang. Great to see him. Mr. Jason Keffer, he's still got that hard pressing Mustang behind him. Can they catch up to him? Sorry, Grim.
Oh, you're good. You're good. There's still a battle right here. They're still side by side. Terry, now
Keffer to the lead.
Keffer pulled an upset at Pocono Tuesday night.
Oh, car hard into the wall. The snap racing looks like he's going down the pit lane. The 95 is that from the back. He's slipping down the front stretch. Nap is now going down pit lane as I saw that going in right there.
That was I am goofy as the 95.
I am goofy. I apologize for that.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah, Keffer pulled an upset Tuesday night at Pocono.
Yeah, we just got done running there in another organization. It's a fun track. You can base it off of this, not having 2 set corners on each end of the track, having 3 in that one particular track. But now look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think that's AJ pushing him. Keffer up here pulling him. Here comes Sledge to the inside. Can he make a run? Here comes Celtics. Who's going to draft with who? Oh, just a little bit of rear
4 wide. Oh my, almost 4 wide. Almost 4 wide.
3-on-3 crime going down the straightaway. That 32 tries to pull the outside. Celtics drives it in a little too deep. Gets that ball. Here comes Sledge down to the cut. And I do believe, is that going to bring out one of the cautions? I think it will. Holy cow.
There's a whole bunch going on in the moment. Oh, has he got manual caution maybe? Because these guys do manual cautions, by the way, guys. They're new to this, new to here, wise. They do manual cautions if need to be. If not, the game caution comes out itself as well.
On board with AJ Storm, and it looks like he is falling back just a little bit. So yeah, something. You know what we like to say? Here comes AJ going to the access road right there, but we're going to rack them and stack them here on a mission tonight. Again, thanks, Grim, for having me back, Capper. Thank you for the invite from AJ and everybody on a mission. This was going to be one heck of a race.
Hey, I can't do it without my right-hand man partner in crime. Come on, Puddin'.
I know. Like I said, the last time I tried to help out, I was in a hotel. Now that we're settled, and Ryan Morgan, you and I are going to have a conversation off the air. That's all we're going to say.
What? He got a bad tooth?
Oh no, he. It's a long story if you don't already know. But again, Titans in that 14 series back here, Sean Siddle. And it looks like everybody is going to come down. They are going to come down for 4 freshies and a belly full of fuel. I still think, as I count, I still think you're a little short there, RKM.
He's about, what, two fries short of a Happy Meal.
Everybody's coming down for 4 freshies and a belly full of fuel here. This track does like to eat tires up, especially how hard you can drive it in, depending upon if you're on the outside, but you want to hit that apron. So everybody coming down to pit lane right now. Are they going to make any adjustments on these custom cars?
Was there like that glitch in pit road? Everybody just
yeah. I thought they were. Yep, the 91 has to back up. The one of Sean sitting sideways. That's going to make it a little difficult for his pickers. I'm watching it right now, but
no, like Ryan's 2 teeth short of a chomp.
Here we go, 36, and Keffer's going to beat him out. 36 Celtics, and he's got Slades right behind it. But I think Jason Keffer just pulled out, and they are still fighting a little bit coming onto that access road.
I think it's lag, honestly, because I don't know who that was back there, but he lagged it looks like he lagged a little bit in the 88. Coming off the excess road. I cannot tell. And Keffer's going to the bottom of the track?
I said under manual cautions for you to let these guys pan it out for themselves without an in-race reporter. We're going to get it figured out. Mr. Coke FM back there in that 32 car. And these guys are going to go, and we are going to bring it down to that yard of bricks with the green flag.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be interesting. And I need to go check on his stream to know how many laps we got here. Actually, Puddin', if you want to do that, that'd be great.
I can. I was just going to say, I appreciate. I am friends with Mr. Keffer out there, so I can switch back and forth, and that will definitely help us out. So you don't have to blue screen. So we appreciate all you're doing up here in the booth. I know how difficult it is from firsthand experience. So thank you for what you're doing tonight.
Oh, no problem, man. I mean, with being off work with everything of the situations in the world now, I know we can't talk about but it's just gives me time to help out other leagues wise and help them out, get their showtime here.
Okay, that's stage 1. We are lap 18 of 50. 18 of 50.
Oh God, that last stage is going to be whew.
And it does appear that I'm on stream with him watching your broadcast on the TV too. Here we go. Kepler's going to bring him down. Celtics to the outside. AJ Storm Slade.
Lock and load.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's a good one too. I like that. Here they go down to that yard of bricks.
See, I noticed they never really put the bricks on this game, did they?
It's only on the start finish line. And whoever did that whoever created that idea was, to leave that out there to keep the history and tradition of this fantastic track out there was a genius. But yes, Kepler's going to bring him down to the green flag. He's leading him down. Slides right behind him. Celtics right behind him. And then we got that. Trying to see the number. I can't see it, but AJ Storm's pushing him. Let me see if I can click over there and help you out.
That's Pat's 8s.
Pat's 8s in the 88. Okay, again, guys, please apologize. I do appreciate the opportunity to come up here.
That got hairy back here with, they're still getting hairy. I just right on board here. Noco's around.
Noco is around in that 4 car.
He's in the fence.
That out of hell gets into him. He's up on 2 wheels in that 3 car.
That, honestly, not gonna lie, looked like a lag spike.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, because Noco hit the wall, but everybody in front of him was like lagging side by side. I mean, I know Noco. I was on board with Robbie, but it looked like Noco got bumped by.
Keffer, Slade, Celtics, Pats, AJ Storm, Coke, Titans, Sean Siddle from the back, and IMG are sitting as your top 10 right now as that caution flag comes up.
Chi-Town got in the rear bumper of Noco. But the thing is, it might have been lag because Noco literally went down up the track, and then everybody in front of him was lagging. So I don't know if that was on our end or on their end.
And that's the unfortunate thing too. Sometimes things happen, but yeah, right there he goes. The 88 to the outside. Kepler going to bring him down on board with AJ Storm sitting third. Trying to see who that 71 car is on the outside. But here we
Chi-Town.
go, Grim. That's Chi-Town. Call it, buddy. You
Oh
do
yeah,
such a
man.
great job.
Oh yeah, we're going down here turn one, side by side. Pat Gates getting a little run on the outside there. Man, Keffer's car is just so quick on that bottom. We get on the back here wise. AJ's probably getting a little help here wise with the draft, and Pac's gonna be hanging out there on dry on that side coming out of two. Going down the back stretch here, side by side still, and Pac's getting a little help from that was PTM Sean Siddle. He's
Yep.
giving a little help on that outside there. They're still side by side for this full lap. Coming out of three. Oh, he get that outside. He trying to kill that run. Keffer's trying to kill the run on the outside so he can get that, stretch that lead out a little farther. We're coming down to out of four here. Still, Keffer on the lead there, and there you go, guys. That's one lap around here. Oh yeah.
And again, a different organization I drive in. It's coming up after here in 2 weeks. I love this track. I love Indy. I don't know how many times I've been here and seen different. I was here for the inaugural Formula One race. Now, another question for you, RKM out there. If you're still listening, here's your trivia question: what year did they have to go underneath mandated tire cautions because of tire wear after they diamond graded the track? What year? That's a good question because a lot of drivers weren't happy, but here comes Kepper to the inside. He's going to try to pull these guys around. Still on board with Sean right here. Can he pull it back up? He's in that 9 car, 95 ball IMG, trying to give him a little bit of run too.
That made me think of that because I do remember that, Puddin'. I gotta think. I do remember that.
Yeah, they refunded the patrons' tickets because of that. But what year?
But I'm trying to remember because I know that one year, just in practice in general, they were blowing so many tires and destroying a lot of race cars because of the new pave on the track. I'm trying to remember what year that was, though.
Yeah, they diamond graded it, and even the Formula One cars, we only had 6 cars run that year for the Formula One race because everybody else pulled their car off of the grid. And they even put a chicane in, which would be NASCAR IndyCar Turn 1, and that would have been Turn 13 for them, but they put a chicane in to slow them down, and they still back that out. On board with Coke right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th right now, trying to hold on to it. Looks like he's right behind Celtics, trying to keep that draft, keep it nice and smooth. Everybody going single file, Grim.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's been a long day for me, too. Don't feel bad, Puddin'. I've been running around with my mom and dad all day because being off. So I'm like, ugh. But yeah.
Yeah, the whole world right now is under a gray cloud, and everybody will touch on this a little bit later. But please be safe with everything going on. We don't want anything to happen. On board with Celtics, he's pulling up behind that Haas car. He's going to make a move to the inside of 14. 14 should push that 21 of Sledge. Sledge is also pushing AJ. Keffer's pulling these guys down the straightaway. 2 cars in between them. Can he get to the outside? No, he cannot do it. These guys still stay in single file.
See, I'll tell you right now, just looking at this pack here wise, and it's actually a kryptonite for me that actually really stinks. Alright, so I've touched on it with a couple of friends. I can't be drafted in a small track like this with having somebody on my rear bumper. I just can't do it. Like them pushing me.
Oh,
I can't do
it.
I can't do it. It's just
under caution.
it just unsettles my truck or car or whatever I'm running. That I just can't do it.
We touched on our pre-race. When you get into that draft with these long straightaways down here, take 2 aircraft carriers, put them down the front straightaway, and they add another half of one. That's how long these straightaways are here. AJ Storm sitting third, Pat's right there in second, and Capper going to bring them down. Are they going to pit under this caution? Let's see what happens. Let's see what their mindset is. All right, Kepper to the outside, 95 ING right there. We're going to bring them down. Pat and AJ Storm sitting as your top four. Call it, Grim. I love how you call them in turn one as we rack them and
Alright.
stack them.
So we see a new person up in that front pack there. Looks like maybe a strategy of I Am Goofy. That's interesting to see up there. He's actually got a good run too right now. Maybe he's been like, maybe his car hasn't just been that good enough for him to get him up to the front here wise. But that strategy's helping him here as he's riding behind Keffer, actually looking to look on the outside of him. Coming out of two, but he decides to stay back behind him here.
On board with AJ Storm, gets one heck of a drive on the outside. He passes pass on that 88. He's going to get freight trained because he loses that draft. Here comes Coke to the outside right there. He's going to pull with him. 14 there and Sledge right there in that 21. Celtics right behind him. Again, everybody's got to work together. Jumping on board with Serenity Britt. We all know who that is. That's our own Robbie Vitz. Can he work his way back up to the pack? You do not want to lose the draft, Grim. You got to stay here. It's very important.
Oh yeah. If you don't, it's kind of you're just like a sitting duck.
On board with Titans. Titans in that 14 car sitting in third, right behind AJ Storm, who's who's pushing the 24 Kepper. Again, thanks for all of these guys here on a mission for having me back, and also with you, Grim. It's a great honor. You and I do such a great job, in my opinion. Great draft by Titans. Going to give him a push. Here comes that 14 car. 32 of Coke says, I'm going to take this forward and put it up here. He drives down to the inside. That's going to make him push Titans to the outside. You want to be on that inside line. Great move by Coke. Can he make it stick? No, he can't. Right now, it looks like he's going to pull back that outside line. This is going to get a little bit of a momentum, and he's going to get a little bit of a draft right there from AJ on Titans. Coke going to try to make a move going into turn one again. This is giving the opportunity for Gafford in that 24 car to pull down the straightaway. Here he is on the inside. Sledge pushing that 32 of Coke. Can he get back down in there? Yes, he can. Making him run that outside line where you want to be on the inside. He has the preferred line. Can he stay in the throttle, Grim? Sorry, the excitement.
You're good. You're good, man. Hey, I'm looking up facts too to put out here wise to get these viewers. So
I didn't have to. I just such a huge fan of this track. I love going to the museum and the historicness of this track. It's just Indianapolis, baby. Indianapolis, Grim.
all right.
And here, still on board. AJ and Kepper starting to pull away. Titans right there in that 14, losing that draft just a little bit. He's still there, but he looked like he's lost a little bit of room. I'm going to jump back here on with Sean. Who do you have your eye on?
I'm on Keffer right now, leading up here wise. It looks like AJ's trying to make a look here, or at least going to draft with him until he gets enough momentum to go around him. But here's a fun fact for you, and this is to all the viewers around here as well. Which manufacturer has the most wins in NASCAR Cup at Indy?
Chevrolet.
Pardon?
What?
That's right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take that away from the viewers. You just got me excited because everybody knows I'm a Chevy buddy.
So I'm guessing you know who has the most wins as a team.
Roger Penske.
Wrong.
Penske does not?
Penske is... Oh, we got a wreck back here, guys. Big wad up wreck behind here in the back field here. Looks like the 41 of Titans. A couple other guys back here. Looks like Finnick and then the one of Sean. Looks like he got in the mix of that. But no, Puddin', it's not Penske. For NASCAR side, not Indy. For NASCAR side.
All right, we're going to let these guys go back under a caution flag, but I was almost positive about that, so you're going to have to inform me, AJ, and it looks like that 32 Coke's going to bring him down.
I had a feeling I knew this, but then, it looked like AJ didn't pit.
Yeah, AJ's going to be respectful and pull to the inside and let everybody go, knowing that it's just still a long race and the opportunity to pit still can come upon him.
So, the most winning driver, or most winning team...
Driver or team?
Team. Is Hendrick Motorsports.
Are we talking IndyCar or NASCAR?
NASCAR.
NASCAR, okay. Penske has it for IndyCar, and I know that. So, I didn't know. Yeah, okay. There you go. You got to clarify just a wee bit. So,
Yeah.
But since we are driving NASCAR, I should have assumed. Looks like Kepper's going to make a move to the inside. So it's going to go right there with him. That 32 is on the Coke on the outside. Here comes Celtics going to try to push him just a little bit.
I really like that Mustang. I just love that Mustang. I don't know why.
You can't ever get me to use the saying "love/Mustang" in the same sentence,
slash dude wipes.
Sledge looks like Sledge has got the preferred line on the inside right there, but guess what? That outside trap man is that. Yeah, he's going to pull back up, coming down the short chute, coming into 1 and 2. It looks like that 9 car is going to make a move to the inside. New leader. New leader. It's that Coke FN guy. Like I said, I really want to talk to him and get to know him a little bit better. See how he has. But these guys going down to the inside too, trying to use that draft. You don't want apex here is a huge thing in all 4 corners, Grim. You have to be able to go high and then hit that apex properly. You can't get too low to that inside. Right behind him though, I think that is the 24 car. But let me double check. Yes, it is right there with him.
And I know you already know this question, Puddin'. Who has the most wins Indy as a driver?
Which one? They're tied.
In Cup.
Oh, in Cup? That's Jeff Gordon.
Mm-hmm. I really don't think that record's going to be broken for a long time.
39 of 50 here in Stage 1, Grim.
Oh, yeah. 39 of 50. I'm sorry now. I'm surprised Sunoco hasn't marched his way up through the field. I'm kind of...
Well, we've all seen him race in other organizations, especially here on a mission. We know how methodical and how smooth he is. He's got a strategy, and we're not even into Stage 2 yet. As we see the pass for the lead, looks like Kepper's going to make a move to the inside. We got 10 to go here in this stage, so it's not that it won't be anything to see Noco come back up. We have Keffer and Coke giving themselves one heck of a battle. Sledge pushing that 32 of Coke down the front stretch. But he also, right there, Mr. Keffer's got some help by that fan in that 88. What's his name? Pat's fan. Man, these guys put on one heck of a show here on a mission.
And we got 4 viewers, guys. Appreciate you guys so much for coming in and watching here on this very, well, I'll say cloudy Saturday night. We're coming in here, wise. Looks like, man, Pat's. Oh! Somebody's in the dirt back here. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of grass line.
That was Celtics.
That was Celtics in that 36 Mustang. We saw him Kemper to the lead. Slate goes to the inside, up against that inside wall. There is no grass here, so you bounce off that. You bounce back up to anybody else. That's what another thing that makes this track really tricky here. Slates to the inside at 14. Here comes Pat's. Robbie Vid's in that 37. He's holding on to Noco right behind him. I'm wondering if Noco and Robbie will end up hooking up since they are friends and have worked together in the past. Let's see how that works out for him. Keffer's still pulling these guys down the backstretch. Nine to go in this stage, according to the onboard telemetry of Mr. Jason Kaffer. Still a long race to go here, Grim. Great draft by Pat's fan. He's going to pull right behind that poor Mustang of Noco. He looks like, I think that's Goofy right in front of him. Keffer's still pulling this train. Everybody's starting to stay single file. There's Robbie Vids, excuse me. That's who that was. If anybody needs to learn how to drive any track, they need to watch over here on a mission and watch how these boys pull it off. Here comes Pat to the inside of that 37 of Robbie. Robbie's right behind that 4 of Noco. Noco dives and pulls down. He wants the draft of that Chevrolet of Pat's. He pulls back up to the inside, dives that corner, and passes to the inside. Robbie has nowhere to go. Slades gets a little bit to the outside right there. That's not where he wants to be. He has an opportunity to get freight train. He's going to go from 2nd to 4th. Noco right behind him, sitting in 5th, and Pat's sitting 6th. And here comes Robbie trying to take that 6th spot back. One heck of a drive by all of these guys going in here. Yep, 42 of 50 going into stage 1. 8 laps to go for this stage. Everybody trying to hang on to dear life. Can they get it up there? Keffer pushing them or pulling them. AJ right there with him. Coke, Sledge, Noco, Robbie Fitz, and Pat's sitting at your top 6, 7, 8, I think it is. Oh, Pat's hard into the wall right there. That's going to cost him. He's going to have to go to the outside. Hopefully he doesn't lose any time. Grim, you still got your ears on, buddy.
Yeah, I just got actually someone. Okay, so I shared the broadcast for everybody to come here and watch us tonight. I just actually had a guy
Oh,
reach out and actually asked us what they run, if he could run with them.
well,
So
that is a to be
that'd
in, be in
that'd
this elite.
be yeah, that's not my decision. I'm just a broadcaster, putting just a commentator. We can
Yeah.
though forward your message to the league owners, and they can do it to help you out there. See what they can do for you.
Pat's to the inside of Robbie. Robbie got the shaft. Did not want to go to the high side. He pulls up. Let Pats goes to the inside right there of him. He pulls back in that draft. His leaders down the straightaway. Joseph Keffer right there. He's still pulling these guys down. All of these guys, mass amounts of talent, as we all know. Looks like we got another car on pit lane, and that's a 3 of Bat Out of Hell. Looks like he might have had some mechanical failure. Being in a Chevrolet, I think it's a tire issue, not a mechanical issue. Keffer's still pulling these guys down the straightaway here, Grim. He's got a lot of company coming up behind him. Here comes that 32 of Coke. Coke's going to push him in. Let's see what happens. He backs off just a little bit, dives down to the outside. Keffer's got that great line. Oh, look at that. The 14 dives down to the inside of Coke. Coke goes a little bit high. They're going through turn 2, getting that draft, going down that back straightaway here. These guys putting on one heck of a show. 45 of 50 laps here in the stage. That's what I'm seeing over here on Jason's page. Thanks again for having us over here on Len. It makes it a lot easier. Here comes Sledge to the inside of Coke. Coke trying to push that 24 at Keffer. Right there's 14. Can he get, he's the new leader. AJ Storm fell off the stage just a little bit. 14 is Titans. That is Titans pulling these guys down the straightaway. A little bit of draft help with Coke and Keffer. They said, hey, guess what? We want that inside line. They're going to push Titans to the high side back to the lead. Here comes 24 Keffer. Coke right with him, and Sledge trying to push him. They are starting to pull away. The top 4 are. Here comes Coke. He's going to make a little move to the inside. Sledge's going to try to side draft him. Here comes Coke pulling back to the inside. Sledge wants that inside. He's going to pull to the inside of Titans. Keffer's still pulling him. That's exactly what he wanted to see, but not what Titans wanted to do. A little bit of accident here that they touched just a little bit. 32 of Coke trying to hold on. Sledge sitting in second. Titans third. Jason Keffer sitting as our leader in that 24 car here at the historic Brickyard with 4 to go. Excuse me, 4 to go here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Stage 1. Look at the action they're already putting on for us, Grim. And this is only stage 1. We got 2 more to go, man.
It's gonna be intense. Just showing the show right now as it is. Coming in later, it's gonna be stage 2. It's not gonna disappoint. So
32 of Coke trying to pull up behind that 14 of Titans. Trying to use that draft. Took a peek to the inside. Says nope. I think he thinks better of it. Got a little bit of company behind him. They got into the draft right there too. Look at that, trying to keep it off the wall. There's the Noco. There it is. You talked about that earlier, Grim. Noco's working his way back up there, sitting in that Mustang Ford car for cans right there, cans per car. I got to see one of those in person when I took a tour of the Anheuser-Busch factory, and that's a beautiful can. I wish I had $1,500 to put that into my beers collection. He goes to the inside. There's Titans right there. Coke trying to push right there, too. Noco says, hey, don't forget about me. 3-on-3 Mustang crime. Here comes that 80 to Pats to the inside down the backstretch. He backs off of it just a little bit. Noco tries to give him room. Sledge, the new leader. Driving that 21 Wood Brothers Mustang. Great looking paint scheme for him tonight too, Grim. He's starting to pull away, but these guys are getting a little bit dicey. We are coming down to 2 to go in the end of our first stage. Here comes Pats to the outside. Noco.
AJ's stuck against the wall.
Oh, that's not good. Wall here is like Velcro.
No, no, no. Like he's not moving.
Is he having technical difficulties?
He's in turn, I believe, 3 and 4.
That's unfortunate for him in that Black Deuce, because he was up there running the top 3, led some laps too. Hopefully he doesn't get passed again, because I don't believe there's a car a lap down. He will get the lucky dog, but they just passed him right there on the outside. Don't know what's going on there. We'll get back to you after we get a little confirmation. Sled's starting to pull away from these front runners, though, in that 21 Mustang Wood Brothers car. Here they go, trying to make a move to the inside. Can't get any help, but he wants that inside line. Inside line's where you want to be going in turns 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's weird to say that. These little short shoots, it throws everything off. Car gets loose right there as he's going to the inside. Trying to see who that is. Yeah, I just jumped over to AJ right there. Car's still trying to move. It's going back and forth. Maybe he had to go get himself the pizza. Pizza guy showed up. Hopefully they're passing him again. He will be the lucky dog, but that will put him 2 laps down on board with Serenity Britt. We know him as Robbie Vids. Pretty content on where he has. Has no help from behind, no help in front of him. Just stay smooth, stay consistent. We're back on board with Titan. Sled's still the leader. Titan sitting in 4th. He's going to get to the inside of Pats, and that was the end of the stage, Grim. Looks like it's going to be Sledge, Keffer. Then we got Titans, Noco. It goes Sledge, Keffer, Pats, Noco, Titans, Coke, and Robbie, aka Serenity Britt. Alright, buddy, I'm going to let you take it after stage 1 here, after these guys go down the pit road, make a little bit of adjustments if they need to. AJ Storm is now on pit lane. Looks like he's had some mechanical failures. Sledge, Pads, Keffer. Trying to see who that black Mustang is.
Whoa, we got a wreck. The 71 never went.
Titans. Oh, that's unfortunate too. Take it, Grim. Take it.
I always see Slade up here, followed by Pat's Eggs, then Keffer, and then Titans here, going into turn 1 and 2. Going down that long airliner backstretch. You see it's just Pat's is just pushing that blue and yellow 21 Ford Mustang of Slade here. We're going into turn 3 and 4. Coming down that long stretch into 4. My bad, not 3. I'm there. All right, we're coming out of 4 here. Down the front stretch. It looks like Slade's gonna give that to him. This Pack Ace is gonna take the lead.
The two UK drivers working together, Robbie Beds being from England and Sean being from Scotland. These guys trying to work. They got pressure behind them. Listen to these two talk, man. It's you don't know who's who, but they've obviously got their communication worked out. They're trying to stay file down the backstretch. Utilize that rep. We just started stage 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Robbie sitting in 7th. That puts Sean in 8th, and I think the notorious Noco in that 4th sitting in 6th. He barely taps the wall. Can he get back up to that Cook car? And it looks like Kepper's right in front of him. This guy's got one heck of a battle. Look how smooth these guys are, though, too. They go single file. They don't push issues. They don't go 3 wide. Here comes Slade trying to go to the inside of Pat's. On board with Titans. They have the preferred line. Titans comes to the inside, trying to give Slade's that pass. No, he goes back to the high side. This is not exactly an ideal situation. They're making it work fantastically. Sledge falls back from the lead. It look like he's going to pull in third. He cannot pull back up. Keffer's right there with him. Coke pushing him too. So can he get back into the draft? Apex does turn 3 properly. That's what you got to do. Lost a little bit of time, lost some spots, but he's got a lot of race left. Pat's pulling Titans down that straightaway. Capper and Coke right there. Sledge's going to try to pull back in between them, trying to get down that road. One heck of a battle here On a Mission at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 160 laps. We're 3 laps into stage 2. Titans goes to the inside. Here comes Sledge to the inside. Oh, he can't. Kepper thinks better of it. Taking it 3 wide. Coke pushing him to the outside. Can he hold it? Yes, he can. Sledge still holding it. But that high line with that draft is going to give them the opportunity to pull away from Sledge. Sledge right there tries to pull down to the inside just again. And then there he goes. He yanks it back up and gets in that draft so he can apex the corner. Everybody trying to hold on to everything they got. Still a lot race left, but you don't want to lose the lead pack. You don't want to lose the draft, Grim.
Oh no, because when you lose the draft, it's pretty much just checking that list. I'm just gonna ride here until we get to stage 3.
On board with Titans, he's got Kepper right behind him. Trying to hold on to everything he's got. Pat's pulling him down the straightaway too. Again, Grim, thanks for having me back up here in the booth. I know it's been a little bit, and it's racing like this that makes you want to come back every week. These guys really working hard, trying to hold on to what they get. They don't want to lose what they got, but they want to gain but you don't want to wear your car out. Custom cars are a little bit different than presets, as we all know. These guys are all professionals. They know how to set up a car. Here he comes, Titan sitting in second, pulling that right behind Pat's down that strategy. He pulls the draft. Is he going to make a slingshot move to the inside so he can get to that preferred line? No, he does not right now. Looks like he gives him a little bump going into turn 1. Tries to tighten him up. Doesn't work. They both are on that white line. Titans, great move right there. Pat's still the lead going down that short chute. Here they go into turn 2 going down that backstretch. Will he make the move going into turn 3?
They're still drafting. Thing is, I don't think they're gonna. I think they're just using themselves for each other to get away from that main pack behind them and just to get the draft. Just keep drafting away from. And they want to race it out for this stage, they can.
Take it, Grim. I love hearing your voice, and you call these races so well.
My dude cracked me a Mountain Dew here because I'm starting to run out of energy. That's why I've been quiet, not to be rude. I'm just running out of energy. I'm going to have to go. Give me 1 minute. I'll let you take over for a minute here. I'm going to go get me a Mountain Dew. I'll be right back. I'm riding on board with Pack in the front here, so.
Yeah, I'm on board with Pat's too. The Titans right there trying to pull away from him. They got a 2-car breakaway. These Sledge right behind him. He's got a lot of company. That 2-on-3, 3-on-2. That's going to work for that company behind him. Trying to jump back there. Let me see who that is right there pushing with him. That's excuse me, guys. I'm still trying to click through here just to make sure I can get everything right. Do not want to misconstrue everybody out there in YouTube land. We appreciate everybody watching in. Keffer is pushing him Sledge, and it looks like he's going to the inside of that 32. That is the Coke. Again, it's been a little bit since I've been able to call one of these On a Mission races, so I'm remembering everybody's paint schemes and numbers. Sledge gives himself a little bit of a drive. That's not good, though, because Coke is pushing him to Keffer down that straightaway. That draft will catch that 3rd car right there. Can they catch that lead pack? That's what they have to do, work together. Again, you're not teammates, you're not friends, but with 10 to go, everybody's on their own. But the entire race up to that, we're doing 160 laps tonight. Everybody has to work together to keep themselves in that front pack. Here they come. Sledge still starting to pull away. Keffer and Coke working together. Coke has not left that rear bumper. A little bit of Ford Chevy crime going down that front straightaway. Can they catch that 421 Wood Brothers Taurus Sledge going down into turn 1? These guys are definitely pushing everything they've got, trying to hold on to it too. We still have a long race, trying to keep it going. Gonna go on overboard right now just for my sake. Right there with Coke, he's pushing Keffer. Sledge is starting to pull away from these guys. These guys are in a tandem draft. Now they are starting to catch him, going into turn one. Back that corner up just a little bit, being in a draft. Coke looked like he got just a little bit tight. One just went a little bit off that white line. Him and Kep are still trying to catch that 21. Can they catch that lead pack? That's what we're wondering. The lead pack up there still looking really strong, pulling away from everybody. Something everybody else does not want to see. Pats and Titans working together. Chevy Forge. Don't want to break that draft, especially here with the stages. Don't want to push any issues. Don't want to push the issue on any of your car. Don't want to wear it out. The two cars lead pack right now being Pats and Titans starting to pull away. Sledge right there. He's still got company of that two-car tandem draft right behind him. Can they keep up? They're going into turn three. Pat's still the leader. Titans right there. And we just talked about it. Sledge just got reeled back in. Here comes Keffer, here comes Coke. What do they have for him? One more lap, and I think they'll be right there on his bumper because they are in that two-car draft what we were talking about. Very aero-sensitive track here at the historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 2.5 miles, 4 separate corners, 2 short chutes. How does everything play out? Coke sticks right there with Keffer on board with Sledge looking reverse hand right now. Pats and Titans still trying to pull away. These two cars right behind him trying to keep up. Trying not to take away from everybody else out there, but these guys right now, we have one great battle for first through sixth. These guys are looking awesome. Want to say what's up to the Puddles out there. She's joining in. Great to see her out there. What are you doing, doll? Can't wait to have the opportunity to be up here in the booth with Grim again and do one of the pedal to the metal races, but we're going to call this right back here. Sledge
oh wait, who's in comments?
Oh, she sent me a message.
Oh, I thought she was in the chat.
That's the Puddles.
I thought
what up, girl?
I thought the Puddles was in the chat. Oh, the Puddles is here. Finally get to see a race for on a mission. Yes, ma'am.
They are starting to reel that 21 car in, but that 2-car lead pack is pulling away.
I needed that. I needed that. All right, boys, let's get racing now.
That's refreshing, right?
Oh yeah, dude, I needed that sugar. All right, yeah, guys, it's gonna be some good racing here, guys. As we see, Pack Ace is setting that trail with the draft off Titans here. They're literally actually pulling away from Slade, and I believe that's Keffer in it. Yeah, Slade, Keffer, and Coke. So now it's kind of funny, because I don't know, literally, I believe the top 5 right now are esports drivers, or soon to be esports drivers. Pack Ace is running for it. I believe Titans is running for it. Slade's going back for another round. Keffer's trying to go back for another round, which the way these guys are so fast, I doubt they're not going to try to nobody's not going to draft them. These guys are so quick, so consistent. And then and then Coke there was I think he got he's trying to get drafted in as well. But again, thank you 704 Games for giving us an opportunity like this for drivers to actually be able to go out here, have fun, and do what they love to do, along with being able to have that opportunity to make a career out of it. Really. I think that's what, as we were kids, that's what I think, honestly, I mean, that's even you, Puddin'. As a kid, you always wanted to be a race car driver. Or if something was, if you were a NASCAR fan, you always want to be like, say, Dale Sr., or Richard Petty, Kerry Yarborough. Any list could go on.
Yes, I mean, I've watched it my entire life. Never had the opportunity to get to this level. Did some amateur dirt track myself. I raced professional motorcycles, but to be able to reach this premier level, this new virtual reality sport is giving so many people an opportunity with the technology we have with internet and the steering wheels and the rigs and the internet that we have nowadays that we didn't have that. And I think we might be under a caution, it looks like, real quick. But yes, this is giving so many people an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I don't know what. Oh, I don't know what.
Let me jump back on board with Jason.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Slade. That's I think why the caution was out. Because I know he was running with Keffer and Coke, and then he disappeared.
Yeah, Slade's being one of those guys who was really dominant in that 21 Woody Brothers car tonight. Might have had. That's it. I'm pulling it up right now, trying to help us out.
I just noticed, which I think was really cool. Again, testament of how good the graphics are in this game. The camera angle, if you go back a little farther in the stream, you can see the blue spring in the rear end of the cars. That's cool.
Yeah, the effects, especially with 704 over here.
Yeah, you
from
can.
3 to 4, the tire wear, the graphics. Going into turn 1 at Atlanta, as we see these guys all coming down to pit lane, going to get themselves refreshes and some fuel. But you can almost see the rear end when you hit that bump going into Atlanta and the sparks come down. They get such a great job there. I just saw that. Saw that.
Did Chai get pushed out of pit road? I can't tell if he got pushed out of pit road or it was a glitch or what. But, Pottles, how's your night going so far? Hey, just thought of that too. You can throw that question ooh, they're glitching on pit road right now. Ooh. But, Puddin', you can throw that trivia her way.
Let's throw her a trivia question. Name one Canadian-born Indianapolis 500 winner.
I don't even know that. That would be a Pottle question.
And his father is very famous.
Very famous.
We'll give her a couple seconds here. No Googling, Pottles, as we're coming off a pit lane. Everybody coming off that access lane.
Yep, you got to know it. You got to know it off your noggin.
Not a clue. Jacques Villeneuve.
Sounds like a bad candy bar. I don't know why.
His father has very around the world at some very historic, prestigious tracks. Turns named after him because that's what they do. But there's a wreck.
There's a wreck back there. Slade got turned.
Jacques Villeneuve, Formula One guy too.
Something's going on with Chai. I don't know what. That was the second time. I don't know if it's because I don't know, Puddin', if you've seen it lately. Or...
Yeah, I did. I saw just a little bit. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that.
There's been a glitch since they just updated this game this week. People have been having issues. It even happened to, I forget who it was. Somebody I know that was racing. I think it was on a mission, or was it on a mission? I think it was. He went to go in the corner and kept turning. And kept turning, and kept turning, and the wheel would not register him turning the car until like the last second, and then it would turn.
Yeah. All right. I love how you do it.
All right, boys, we're gonna be locking it down here, ready to roll. Here we go, and the green flag's on here as we see Pack Ace and Titan. Really, nothing changed up front. So you see Pack Ace try to Pat's Ace try to keep that thing through the straight and narrow to keep that lead coming out of 1 and 2 as we go down the backstretch here.
Celtics in that 36, he makes move to the inside. Kepper was on the outside. The first opportunity he had, he wanted to get that inside lane again. That's the preferred line here. They are starting single file. One car goes to the inside lane back there. Can't see who that is. I'll try to drift back right there. Oh, Sean Siddle goes into the back of that. Trying to see who it is. 32. That's Coke on the outside. He's on the out 19. Got the 91 custom car right there with him. 21 of Sledge. Great to see him back up there. Can he work his way back up to that front? Sledge was right there with him. D. Smith still right there on pit lane. But yeah, these guys right here, guys, are trying to. This is an opportunity. The first 2 laps off a restart or stage-ending event is an opportune passing time here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Oh yeah.
Again, everybody out
We're
there,
looking
if you
for
want to know
27 to go. I just jumped on Jason's stream. Looks like about 27 to go in stage 2.
Yeah, I'll keep on that one. That way, I'll flip back and forth since you are doing the honors of the actual broadcast. Anything to help out with you tonight. Again, privileged to be here, privileged to be on the mission. It's an honor to be talking to one of my good buddies up here, Grim, on board with Coke, sitting in that 7th position. Can he work his way back up? Looks like he's got that notorious Noco black car right in front of him. I think that's Keffer right in front of Noco. So these guys all have a little bit of work to do to get back to that front. Don't push the issue though. You still got some plenty of time here in this stage. I will give you a lap down here in just a second. You got to utilize it. Ever since the safer barrier here it takes 3 feet away from each corner. So when that safer barrier ends, you wouldn't.
Oh, Titan got loose off the wall.
He did.
Celtic in the wall too, coming down the back stretch. Oh, somebody's in the grass. That was. I am Goofy. That might be a caution. Yeah, that's a caution.
Yeah, I hear motors backing down. We're sitting in 21 of 47 here in stage 2. That is a relaxed caution under 704 Heat 4 rules right there. Let's see what these guys do. Let's see how it pans out for them.
Oh, I'm still dealing with that cough for like a month now.
Well, I hope everything's going good. I know you haven't been feeling well, but with everything going out, man, it's probably best to get yourself to a doctor or an urgent care.
I got checked out last week. It's just the cough that won't go away now, so.
Well, while these guys are pitting, again, let's not take away from all of our first responders, our nurses, our doctors, everybody out there who's helping deal with this worldwide pandemic, as we have the opportunity to enjoy the on-a-mission race here at Indianapolis. And it looks like Celtic's right there on the inside. He's going to lead us down past the outside. That's how they're going to hold it. Everybody try to dice and go up and down, try to get that to the inside line. Do not want to be on the outside here. You will get freight train through turn 1. Cannot hold it wide open unless you want to cut them like some of these guys are. You still want to breathe it just a little bit. Phoenix in that 91 car, he's right there. Noco in that 4, he's in a great position on the outside, so he can get that trap, but can anybody else work with him? On board with Sean Siddle, as we see that happening. These guys are having a drag race down the backstretch with Phoenix and Mr. Noco. Looks like Phoenix backed out. Sean drove it in just a little bit hard. He said, hey, Phoenix, there's a little bit of bump for you. No go on that outside. Can he get himself to the inside? You want to be on the outside for the draft, but on the inside of the corners. Looks like Noco does have him cleared. Here comes the 9 car to the inside of Sean. Doesn't look like we're having any battles switching up front. Jumping on board with Coke. He's pushing that yellow 21 of Sledge right there in that Wood Brothers 21 car. Celtic's still our leader. Kepper sitting in second.
Puddin', I dropped you a message.
I will be more than happy to look at it here just in 1 second. Yes, sir?
Alrighty.
For everybody who doesn't know, again, I am back on Facebook just for gaming purposes with you guys to enjoy all of your accompaniment, conversation, and the jokes that we share. Still getting a little technologically advanced here. I got to learn how to go back and forth, but I can do it real quick. So, I'm on board. Take it real quick, man. I love it. You do it so well. You do it so well.
I was saying now, Celtics has actually got a little bit of run coming out here now. He made a pitch strategy adjustment, and it just feels like this field's been shaken up. Every light caution we have, it makes a good different slide of leaders and everything in between. So it changes every time we go for a caution or wise, and it shakes the field up. Because this being a draft-wise track, I feel like it helps guys that doesn't have a fully affect good car. Like the speed wise, they have a handling car, but they don't have the speed. The draft effect helps them. So I feel like that's the best thing about this track. So we see Keffer making an inside run on Celtics, and is he gonna get work come off? He's gonna have help from. Oh no, he's not. Oh,
Celtics taps that wall. Celtics taps that wall. Titans right behind him.
I
Pat's
thought.
right there with him. Sledge is going to hang on with him on the outside.
No, he
They
ain't.
pull up to that draft. They're going to hang. They're going to hang Keffer out in the draft, but Keffer has that preferred line. Can he get there? It looks like Celtics is going to have that outside line. He does not cut down on Keffer, then, so Keffer did not get a draft help, but stayed exactly where he wanted to be. Grim.
I actually was kind of shocked Titan didn't actually come in and help him with the draft. I was actually, I mean, again, that four driver, I understand that manufacturer kind of thing, but I was kind of shocked that it actually probably benefited Titan there.
Yeah, like you said, teammates, you have friends, but then you want to be able to position yourself at the right stage, right point in the train. We're only halfway through stage 2. We still got stage 3 to go here.
Oh, Keffer got loose. He hit the white line. He held it. He held it. But Titan got a heck of a nose of a run, and nobody went with him. Oh, and Slade, man, making the 3 wide down the front stretch. Running out of breath trying to talk, so much action.
hey, people tell me all the time. I can tell you. Hey, take a breath.
That was a whole lot in one scenario, so I kind of ran out of air. But no, like Slade put that 3 wide. That was interesting racing there. The thing is, though, what's funny about it is all these guys will keep swapping and sliding and doing slide jobs. Celtics is just going, bye, just running it. Be like, you guys keep playing around. I'll just check out here. Again, 4 people in here. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much. No, this is probably one of the let me phrase that. Not one of the longest races, because the longest race we had, you were broadcasting with me on a mission, was the beginning of the season with their 100% Daytona race. That took forever. But it was amazing racing nevertheless, though. Might be long, but it was an awesome race. I enjoyed every minute of it. You heard over there, Puddin'.
Oh, yeah, sorry, guys. I had to take a split 15-second break right there. The car taps the wall. Can't see who it is. Trying to click back to see who that is. That was Keffer.
Keffer hit that outside wall. He's been getting loose. I'm thinking because in the middle of this run, maybe a wrong adjustment, trying to help it get better. Maybe to hurt the car on that long run, because we're on a long run right now.
Chi-Town back here. He's just been patiently waiting in a 71 Captain D's car. I have one of my other buddies who runs this car, and that's the first thing that comes to my mind. But I'm just wanting to see what Chai's got working. We haven't talked much about him tonight, but at the same time, is he just waiting for that last 20 laps to come in here at Indianapolis? Because again, we're only 30 laps in of 47 for stage 2. So.
Actually, Puddin', he's been having a rough couple weeks. I don't know if it's just the handling of the car's not right for him. Certain setup not working in his favor. He's been having a couple rough weeks as of late. Chi-Town has. Kind of feel bad for him. Because he is fast. I mean, when they were doing esports qualifiers, I always saw his name up there. I know he's a quick guy. I know he's very smart. It's just, there's some days when you I'm going to try to say this as best in the world. Either
you got good days and you got bad days.
What I was going to say, either you're a cat on catnip having the time of your life, or you just got some boring old dry food that you don't even want. So
I'm watching on board right now with Sledge just to see what happens here. He put himself up, he's led some laps, good a majority of this. It looks like he backs that corner up. He's sitting in 5th place. He's right behind Jason Capper. Can he get that Ford Mustang in front of him? But Celtics is having the time of his life right now. It doesn't happen very often for me though. Everybody, just to let everybody know, I do know who Coke is. He's a good buddy of mine. He's a team captain of mine, so I just like giving him a hard time. But I got to talk with him last night, and I jumped into a lobby, and a lot of these guys were in there, and just to listen to these guys go back and forth, tell jokes, have a good time, and race, that's what they're in for too. And it was I was enjoying listening to these guys talking last night. It was a
Oh
good
yeah.
time. You know, looks like they're trying to make a move down to the inside. Can he get it done? Going down that first straightaway, going into one. They go high. Oh, Celtics, hold on to her.
Woo!
Hold on to that old girl. Woo! Here comes Titans. Slade gets back in the side of Titans. Here comes. Slade gets into the back of Keffer. Keffer hit
got
the
hit too.
Yeah, and they spin around. That has got to bring out a caution.
Okay, that was legitly cool. I don't know if it's on the string too. I don't know if Sean was trying to lower the gear to get it slowed down to not hit one of them guys, but, and I quote, he went into that corner and it just went in the wall. I think he was trying to slow down though, but I mean, that was kind of funny.
But how cool is this league? They take talented drivers not only from here, but they take them from all over the world, from Canada.
Was it not a caution?
We got
Oh,
Scottish.
it is.
I don't. Yeah. So I'm still on board with Sledge. Looks like he's going to catch up. I haven't got to talk to Sledge too much, but I look forward to doing that in the future. And he is a very talented driver in himself, trying to get himself caught back up. Let's see what he's got for the rest of the field. On board with IMG, I've had the opportunity to see his name. I know you have quite a bit too.
Oh yeah.
And Nap Racing in that 19. You talked about it a little bit earlier, but do you think some of these guys are playing the patient game, Grim? Just waiting to see what happens? And
I could probably see maybe, but again, seeing as though you saying about speed and draft, if you don't have a good setup and it's just you don't have a good start off it's kind of hard. I mean, I'm not saying I don't know Naps that well. He's just been first race that I've seen him race, I believe. And again, it could be just a bad setup, or setup wasn't put in right, or a bad judgment. Because I mean, it feels like he doesn't got a whole lot of speed, or the car's not handling the way he wants it to. I mean, it's been stage 1 to almost stage 2, and he's about mid-pack back. So I'm guessing maybe a bad setup or something in the gist of that. That's what I'm going to take it as.
well, anything can happen. We still have a long way to go. We're on 34 of 47 for stage 2. So I'm trying to do the math in my head. I'm going to call it 13 laps. These guys are going to come down in here, probably get some tires, maybe a little bit of fuel. I don't think they'll need fuel, but definitely some tires. Hang on to it and run this thing. And there's that AI accidents again. We are just seeing. There's Phoenix of 91 right there. These AI cars are just having the time of their life, and the guys behind the wheel are like, "No, this is not good."
So I'm gonna do some calculating myself here. So, you said it was how many laps was in stage 1?
Oh, in stage 1,
Yeah, how many laps did we have?
a lot. Oh, look at that! There's another accident, and this guy's trying to pull out. Let's see how it pulls off.
Wait, Keffer didn't go at all.
I think he might be having a little technical difficulty right there. While I was on board with him, he's got it. Everything is good. There he goes. But yeah, I think we got 13 laps, probably less than that after we take this. So we'll call it 12 to be on the good side until we get confirmation. So there's 35 of 47 as they pass through pit lane that time. So that's 12. They'll do one pace lap right. So we're going to call it 11 to go. It would be my best judgment here in stage 2. Unless they call it here, unless they go now. If they go now, then we will have 11 to go.
Okay, let's go. Thank you. Alright, I'm crunching numbers now.
Yeah, it's difficult to do that.
Alright, so last stage is going to be 63 laps.
If that goes green, that is definitely 2, if not 3 pit stops. Just one for splash or just one for right sides.
Because the first stage was 50 laps. The second stage was 47. So that brings it to 97 laps in between the two stages. And then we're going to bring, make it up to the 36. There we go.
Yep, I was just
Locked
going
and
to say,
load,
Celtics
ready to roll.
I like it, buddy. Take it.
All right, we're going to go in turn one here. Looks like Celtics got that point of advantage lead here. Dips it down low here, coming in at 1, and then exit at 2 here. I forget, do they have a little short stretch in 2? I keep forgetting about that, so I keep doing it overly, doing it for. But, oh, looks like caution maybe?
Yep.
Who wrecked?
And on board on Jason's screen right there, Mr. Keffer, that was a game caution, not manual.
The way I'm seeing it, looks like there's 95 I'm Goofy, and then Sean Siddle back here. I don't know if they got into a wreck back here. Oh, okay. So Keffer just came in and said he had to reset his wheel. See, there's what I was talking about, Puddin'. The wheel issue.
Yeah, I saw it on his thing when I was on his stream. Again, that's why I just said technical difficulties there. I saw something about that, and that's a mad respect for everybody out there to give him the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's. I don't know what's been going on with the game wise for it.
Pat's going to take him down. Tightens to the outside. Here comes Coke to the inside in that 9 car. We haven't talked about him much tonight, right there. And there is Chi-Town in that 71 sitting in that 5th position, pushing Coke. Here comes Titan to the inside. That's exactly what it be. Everybody wants to go single file, get that draft. Who's going to pull out and hit that turn 3 inside line apex properly, Grim?
Oh, yeah. I see that thing. It looked like this thing is. You remember you were talking about Pocono. You guys, we just raced there, right? It's kind of funny going here because one of their turns at Pocono is actually from here.
It's called Indianapolis. Yeah, it's called Indianapolis. Here comes Coke sitting in 3rd, right behind Titans. Paul on Pats. These guys trying to pull a 3-car breakaway.
By the way, quick check here. How many laps they have left in this stage there since they pitted?
They are on 39 of 47 right now.
Okay.
40 of 47 as they cross the line.
40 of 47. So 7 laps to go in the stage here. So we got about 70 laps to end this race. I just love the sound of the engines. I'll just like click it and have no sound. I just love the sound of the motors. It makes you miss NASCAR in general. See, Puddin', I know what we need to do next for you. As we see Coke looking in here, wise. In the inside of Titans for 2nd here.
There he goes. Here comes Coke to the inside of Titans. Yeah, you are correct. That's giving an opportunity for Pat to pull away. Can these guys pull up into the draft? Coke's not going to pull up. He says, hey, I got some Mustang power. There he goes. Now he does it. Getting that draft. Very influential here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Can he make the move? Titans just drives it in a little bit deep. Coke hits that white line perfectly. Gets back to the inside of that 14. Coke looks like he's got himself a little bit of a hot rod tonight.
Oh, yeah. But no, Puddin', I was thinking, I know what we need to get you into next.
Oh, good gracious. Let's hear it.
We need to get you into iRacing so we can see a Pinky Puddin' race car.
Oh, you know what? If it wasn't for the financial aspect of being iRacing, I would have been there a long time ago. There's numerous disciplines of racing I would love to participate in. It's just, I'd love it. But again, everybody remember, my wife and I, we travel every 13 weeks. She's a traveling nurse. Thanks for what she does. But it'd be difficult to do that, you know. And if I ever said I was going to get iRacing, I wanted a decent, okay seat. You know, I didn't want to sit in a lawn chair on a wheel and do it that way. I wanted to do it right.
It's not bad. I've done it. I've done lawn chair.
I'm not dissing it. I'm not dissing it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just, once I get involved into something, I just kind of go a little bit gung ho. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But
Lawn chairs aren't the best. Don't get me wrong, but they're the
but
comfort.
I think the most financially biggest aspect of iRacing would be the computer setup itself.
Nope, you can
Make
buy
sure
a pre-built one. I'm thinking about doing that soon, so I want to get back on there. I miss it. I miss the drive on that game. But as we see here,
I've enjoyed the friends. I've enjoyed the racing. I enjoy commentating with you over here where we're at right now. So we're going to get right back to that, Grim.
Oh yeah, as we see Pat, man, is just checking it. He's out.
Yeah, Coke and Titan's fighting back here for position slates. He's right there in fourth. That's given the opportunity for Pat to try to get himself a stage 2 win. 43 of 47 as we're going past the checker flag this time. 44, excuse me, because it's just a little bit delayed right there. So we're on 44 or 47 for the stage.
I'll tell you somebody that's been slowly lurking. I just looked at it a little bit ago. He's slowly lurking, and it looks like he's got the speed to actually outdo the drafting, which is Slate.
And that is. Oh, he's proved that. He proved his dominance earlier, you know. He got caught up in a couple accidents earlier, unfortunate circumstances for him. But that 21 yellow car is looking really strong tonight. Again, with the patience being played, coming down to the end of stage 2 here, stage 3 is going to be a dogfight, Grim.
Oh yeah.
Great draft by Noko right there on Celtics going down the front stretch.
If Slade can get an advantage-wise on pit stops, it might fall right into his lap.
The names that we see in here from, you know, we got Chi-Town, Pats, Slage, I Am Nap. Then we have Bat Out of Hell, technical difficulties for him. Obviously, Jason Caffer out there in that 24. AJ Storm has some technical difficulties. D. Smith, Serenity Brit, we know Miss Robbie Vids, Titans, PTM Sean with the Scottish guy, man. That kid's fast. Coke FN, again. I want his autograph one day. I'll have to talk to him. And then we got the one and only Mr. Noko out there. Phoenix is always strong. Celtics, and these guys from back in that 9, these guys are this is one elite league. And if you are not watching and learning from these guys, then you're not participating on how to do it properly.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you right now, I don't know if I'm seeing it. Titans looks like he's extremely loose out of the corners. I was watching that a little bit here, like I was on board with him, and it looks like he's just loose exit.
I wonder if he made an adjustment there, knowing that the stage was coming into end to loosen it up and just, you know, put the hammer pedal down. But Pat's still out here in the lead.
Coke just hit the wall, coming out of 4. Not enough.
I've done that.
Sean's in the wall. Sean's in the wall. Sean spun it around the tracks in the middle of the field.
Oh no! Coming out of turn 4.
Nobody hit him though.
There he goes. Yeah, unfortunate for Scottish Sean right there. Will that bring you up? That's going to bring us to our stage end.
So we got Pat for stage 1 winner, followed by my brain's not working.
Followed
followed by Titans. then I believe it was Coke. He still managed to finish that, and then it was Slade behind him. And then Keffer, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. Yeah.
All right, man.
60 more to go.
We are going to bring him down to stage 3. I love saying it. The historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And now I've got the live stream pulled up on the computer. I do not have a smartphone, and I'm on the TV. So if I can pull one more, trivia fact out of my brain for this race, let's see how it works out. But for all of our fans, but take it, man. I love what you do here.
It didn't put me up front here. Oh, we got a. Oh, Noco didn't pit. Huh.
Or
Neither did
he
Naps.
pit?
Oh my, the top two did not pit.
That's going to definitely be.
Is that Noco in the grass?
Big
Oh, big
no.
wreck.
71 of Chi-Town goes around. Will that bring out the caution? Will that bring out the opportunity that these guys who didn't pit needed to? Or did they pit and try to hold back? The 95 of IMG was also involved in that coming in turn 2.
Doesn't look like there's a caution. Yes, they're going to do a manual. That was I Am Goofy that got in the middle of that wreck. Nap just dropped to the rear. Bad out of the hell had engine troubles.
I'm on board with Slates, and these guys are still racing it out as we're going down the front stretch right now. Here comes Slates on the inside of Titans. Can he make the move hold? Can he? Oh. Now I think they're backing it down now. Yep, there it is. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Poor Pats. Poor Pats.
Well, these guys know where they are. Let's see how they go into pit lane. Let's see what they can do.
So that should bring it down to 55 to go. I'm guessing.
I'm going to jump back over there with Mr. Jason Kepler, and it's an honor to be obligated to watch his YouTube. So thank you for inviting me over or accepting my friend request or however it worked out.
Yeah, sorry about that. I've been running since like 8:30 this morning.
No,
so.
You're good, man. I know how that works. No, that was actually a game caution right there because the yellow flag was out. They got 9 seconds remaining to make their pit decision, so that was a game caution.
And what's the lap counter roughly for it?
I will give you that here in just 1 split second, Mr. Graham.
That sounds like a lot of problems, sir.
Here we go. I'm on board with him. It looks like Kepler's going to start off third.
Tight out. Look who
106 as they cross the line. 107 at the line of that restart of 160. 106.
So 53 laps
53.
left to go.
Yep, 53 laps to go here at the Brickyard 400 for the
And then
race.
We gotta say it. At the time of need, when the laps are counting down, where did he come from?
Right.
I'm serious. Slade comes in the moment when it needs to be.
Look at him up there. He brings that 21 Wood Brothers Ford Mustang back to the pack. He was always dominant earlier. Showed what he potentially had. But look who's right behind him. That Coke FN guy in that 32 car. Can he stick with him? He's in the draft. They are trying to try to break away a little
right
bit.
behind him too.
I was just gonna say Kepler's got 2 cars pushing him, and that appears to be Mr. Jason Kepler, Titans, and Pat. So these guys trying to do a 5-car breakaway. The 9 car not going to let that happen right now. Right now, these guys, in my opinion, are going to try to go single file. Don't push the issue. Still 2 cars, 3 wide back there coming out of turn 2. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down the back stretch. Mustang on Chevy, on Mustang on Chevy Crime. How's that going to work out?
That ratio doesn't match up. Too many Mustangs, not enough Chevys.
But again, everybody's friends and but nobody's teammates. Slates gets loose coming up in turn 4, going down that front stretch. Take it, Grim.
I was saying back, it looks like there's an incident back behind them. There's a car really low to the track. Back in the back, I couldn't see it. Sorry about that, guys. We see Keffer up here finally made his way back to the field after having a messed up wheel that he had to reset, and finally got that car dialed back in. Running up here in P1 right now.
A lot of respect from everybody here on the mission to give him that opportunity to do that. These guys are the real deal. You can't say they're not. Grim, everything you've done for On a Mission and everywhere else, and all the broadcasting you do, I don't know how you keep up with it, man.
I don't know, man. It wears you out right now. Try to be a full-time racer try to help at another obligation from another organization, and then come in and help on a mission and try to help them out as well. It's
It's it's so much fun though because again I love the opportunity to get behind the wheel of one of these high horsepower stock cars or trucks or Xfinity, and then at the same time, I know you like being up here in the booth. You know I do too. I think you and I make a great tag team. So just working together on a mission though, and putting it, and these guys doing these 100% races, and a lot of these guys are on force-fed wheels after all the racing they've done and all the practice and the testing they've done. I mean, these guys got to have arms like Popeye.
Oh no! I'll tell you, coming from me itself, because I run a force feedback wheel. I run a Thrustmaster T150. If you go to a track that really is a demanding track, it is rough. I mean, it's rough. You'll get the sweats and everything, man. You'll get that feel like you're actually in that race car with the fire suit on, with the temperatures coming out of that car, because all your blood pressure goes up. You're trying to get intense with the racing. It'll make you sweat. You could probably lose weight while racing.
One of my good buddies, I've known for a long time here, he stayed at one of my houses down in South Carolina when we were down there, left me his T150 for a weekend. First opportunity I ever had to be on a wheel, and man, that thing was a workout. I look forward to being on a wheel here and being a little bit more competitive and being able to race with you guys a little bit better here, but I'm still slapping sticks. But yeah, force feedback wheels will wear your arms out, especially 100% races at a technical track like Indianapolis.
As we see here, these guys are just lined up and checking out right now.
That's the smart move to play right now. Don't push the issue. Don't wear your car out. Make sure you have something towards the end. We will see green flag pit stops if we don't see a caution, but that's, again, what I was talking about earlier. Everybody out there, you want to know how to run races? Watch here on a mission. Watch these guys, how they try to get through and go single file and run that race as long as they possibly can. Not to cause any issues, but still be potentially at the end there.
Oh, yeah. Are you making popcorn?
No, why?
I can hear the microwave.
There's no microwave. I'm fortunate enough to be in a smaller apartment right now with my wife's traveling exposés to where I can still see the TV, and I might be making a taco, but I'm not making popcorn.
Oh, heck yeah.
But I don't want to take my eyes off the action that we have here on a mission at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This is going to be a barn burner towards the end. Don't judge me for being hungry.
I already had my fat butt's food before this race started. The 3 wide.
Look at this. I was just going to say, look at this.
Oh,
3 wide going into turn 1.
It's not gonna work. Oh.
Coke sitting back here. Coach sitting back here waiting for mistakes. Lays to the inside. Here comes Pat. He gets a little bit of rear. Kept her right there. And Titans. Celtics still pulling slates down the straightaway. They try to make it work. They work themselves back out, but they go single file back down here, the historic straightaway as they cross the yard of bricks. That puts it right there at 113 of 116 to go here tonight, Grim.
Oh, I knew that wasn't gonna last long. I knew it wasn't gonna take.
I believe that is a caution, obviously, with the cars backing down and the reverb. This game does such a good job with reverb. One of my favorite sounds is, of all things, everybody knows how much I love road courses, but Canadian Motorsports Park, when you come through that pit lane, which is difficult to get on and difficult to get off of, though, the sound that it makes getting off the pit lane with the concrete walls on each side is fantastic. They did such a great job. He said, you want me to make you some popcorn real quick while we're under caution?
I mean, hey, you can go ahead if you want to, man.
I just don't know how fresh it'll be by the time I get it sent to you, but I'll make you some popcorn.
It's what it is. I mean, it'd be a lot cheaper than trying to send a diecast car like I was going to do to Robbie. Would have cost me $82. So.
Well, you know what? He just needs to come over here to the, never mind.
He needs to come over here. Yes, he does. I'd love to take him to a NASCAR race.
I've been talking with Roddy for a long time, Grim, as you well know, and with my travel, and we don't know where we're going to be when he does get over here, but wherever we're going to be close to a racetrack, I told him, it's like, just because you can drive one, you don't have the sense of the smell, the sound, the environment, the atmosphere, the tradition of what NASCAR has at every race. And so I can't wait for him to come over here and enjoy one of those aspects of it. But until
See,
then, none of us are enjoying that aspect. Oh, and it looks like Slade just got put again. That AI car just pushed him out of that pit box. Again, not his fault. He has no control. And I'm on board with Coke, and Coke just got pushed out of his pit box too.
see, I mean, this is my opinion. It's nothing wrong with it either, but for me, wise people that I don't think like NASCAR never experienced that moment at the track. Yeah, you watch it on TV. If they're getting from that aspect, I understand that. Because from TV, it looks like they're just making a left turn. I understand that completely. But
They don't realize being in a car for 3.5 hours at 175 degrees, and if there is no caution, if there is no stage, they don't get a break every 30 seconds like football players do. They have to deal with this real life, the dehydration, losing 12 pounds a race.
I wish I could do that. I wish I could lose 12 pounds, man. That'd be great.
But again, it's ironic you say this. I have told friends of mine who have never been to a race, I say go to Indianapolis. Go to the Indianapolis 500. The history, the tradition, everything that goes on there. And they went one year just because they could on Memorial Day, and they have gone back every year since, because not only for the racing, but because of what racing and the racing family here in NASCAR and INDYCAR and everybody, it's one giant family. There's millions of us, and we all love to be able to hang out with each other and enjoy this type of racing.
Well, no, the reason I was going to say between TV to that they're putting is, yeah, you get to see the TV that you have to turn and left. That's what no, I'm going to say stereotypical, but in just wise the people that actually watch it. But you don't get that feeling of the fuel, smell of fuel, the rubber buildup on your face.
40 small blocks taken off. Here they go as we're talking about it right now. Restack, you don't get that vibration. Celtics taking them down. Slade on the inside. Celtics going to try to hold on to it. Titans right there. Can he hold on to it? No. Looks like Kepper was started fourth, drops back one position. Thinks better of it. On board with Coke right now, sitting in that sixth position. He says, I'm going to pull in behind Kepper. These guys worked really smart through turns 1 and 2 there, Grim.
Oh, yeah. See, looks like Celtics figured out a way to get his blue Ford Mustang up front there. Have a little difficulty in the middle of stage 2. In the stage 2, something must have happened. They off that restart when that big wreck happened. I think it was the beginning of the stage. He was up front, and for some reason, I guess he got caught up in something and finally got back up there. I'm telling you, coming to the end of this season, the battle, even with the playoffs, who did I ask? And I actually asked this as a question. Oh, it was Slade.
Go ahead.
It was Slade. I asked him a serious question Tuesday night. I asked him, I said, who's your biggest threat or competition that you think you're going to have coming into the playoffs for you guys? He goes, well, Celtics one of them. Because, again, Celtics has been on a tear as of late. He said AJ. He said Keffer. I believe he said Pat Ace. I can't remember. I know it was on the stream last week. But
117 to 160. So he is nervous about people out there, but at the same time, Slade has a lot of talent. We know who he is. We know what he can do. But when you work around other people like this that are of equal caliber as you, it makes you work even harder. Dedicate yourself. I wonder how many hours these guys put into making a custom setup for here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Oh, I feel like a lot of hours because this track, one, is big. You got to think of that, of just how big the track is. You got to think of your tire wear of which it's going to run. How hard you're going to be able to run that car to save tires, or how not so hard to not burn the tires up. You got to put that all in the effect of it, which it kind of, that's why I don't do this. I don't do customs. That's not my forte. That's too much thinking.
I love a custom. I love putting it together. As we see these guys all going single file down the front straightaway here. I love it. One tweak here, one click there, and it makes a big deal on your car. I think we're going back under caution. And one of our participants tonight, he his PlayStation actually gave out on him.
Who?
And what happened was his PlayStation went out, and you know what his biggest thing was is it would go out every 5 minutes because it was overheating. He loved his setups so much that he would sit there with pen and paper, wrote everything down, and for the last 3 days, any time and every opportunity he had was trying to put it right back in. So because he didn't want to lose what he had in this game. That's how much this means to some people. Technology fails on us. It's a great thing, but at the same time, it comes back to bite us. But when he did that, that shows what he had to do. He was like, I'm not losing what I got. And he went back and wrote everything down on pen and paper and had to go back and insert it after his PlayStation shut down. But here we go. Looks like that one car of Sean's going to pull back to the inside. Don't know if he hit it or not. Don't listen. Look, he does. Here comes Snoko. I'm on board with Serenity Britt. We know him as Robbie Vids. He sticks to the high side. He's going to make that move on Noko, trying to get back up to that I-99 car. He's got to get back down. Where's that drive? But Sled's sitting right there in third. You talked about it a lot earlier. Worked his way back up. 122 of 160, Grim. 122 of 160.
That's going to be interesting. My question is fuel strategy going to come into play in this race if we stay green the whole way?
I've never actually done a 100% race here, and especially in a custom, so I don't know what the fuel strategy is. I can't imagine it being more than 20-some laps, so I might be wrong with that. If anybody out there in YouTube land can help us out and correct me. But these guys, if they stay green, might have to make one green flag stop, as they are all single file going into one, down the short street going into two, Grim.
Turn now, Pats is making a move. He has a car, man. Like, he just went past him like it was nothing. And just drove away. Wow!
Hold on to that thing, yep. These guys in the trap all working really hard. On board with Titan, sitting here in fourth. Celtics gets to the eyesight. He's right behind Keffer. Can he up? He's going to lose a spot. He's going to click that wall, which is very easy to do. You got to be careful, especially in these corners too. You lose 2-3 feet with that safer barrier. They pull that off perfectly. Coming out of three here, or four, excuse me, going down the long straightaway. Titans gets right behind Keffer. Is he going to push him? Yes, he does. He does not make a move.
I noticed the sleigh got extremely loose coming out of four about a lap and a half ago.
Slade right behind that 32, as you say that. That's Coke FN. Coke's right behind Celtics. Celtics behind Titans. And Titans looks like he's pushing Keffer. Can they catch that leader of Pat? Can they get it done? They still got plenty of time. 124 of 160. 124 of 160. A lot of time left in this race. You got to be patient. But you got to be able to strategically place yourself in the right place at the right time to pit if there is no more cautions. Get yourself that tires and fuel to make it to the end. Oh, Coke gets a little loose coming down the front stretch. He's going to go down. He's going to lose a couple spots. No one dives down to the inside. Car hard into the pit wall, into the back there. Can't see who it is. Still on board with Coke. He's right behind Slade. Slade's right there, and that's going to bring out the caution. That car hitting the wall back there. I'm sorry, guys. Graham especially, man. Like I said, it's been a little bit since we've been in the booth together. Always love being up here with you. But
I have no issues. Hey.
I just get so excited.
Hey, man, it's all
and
fine,
I just can't hide it.
Because he knows he wants to vroom. I don't know. I'm just.
I'm going to change my name to Jesse Spano because I just get so excited and I just can't hide it.
And we know you want to. You want to.
Thank you. I was just going to say that's a reference to everybody who was a Saved by the Bell fan, which I was and still am. Sunday mornings I wake up and I'll look over and see it on, but guess what? Here we go. Call it, buddy. It's your race.
I tell you, man, I'm excited to see where this go here off this line here. We got Pat's making a run out there. He actually moved up and blocked a little bit of Keffer's run there because I feel like he was going to try to get the outside working there and didn't. So as we go down the back straight, or going down turn 2 here as we speak right now, That long-handed round two there. Going down the back stretch here, Wise. Looks like Keffer's still got that on point here, Wise, with Titans behind him. He's pushing down the back stretch. He's trying to get that push get up to Pat's here, Wise. Try to get that run on him. As we go down to 3 and 4. Coming out of that long turn and 4. Coming down this front stretch way. I can't speak. Front straightaway. Looks like Pax has got that lead here.
Watching racing like this just makes you want to be out there, doesn't it, Grim?
Yeah, but I don't feel like hooking my wheel up. But yeah. Not today. I have to hook it up tomorrow. So.
I'm not going to say that I'm going to be as quick as these guys, but you'll hear in the near future. Looking at getting one this weekend. Something happened, but once I get one, I look like I think I'm going to have something for some people every now and then, but we're not going to take that away from anybody right now. These guys are putting on one heck of a show tonight here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway on a mission. The names that we have, the honor it is to be able to call the race and sit next to you in the booth, it's fantastic. So thanks again, Grim.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially man, you came in the booth and brought in a cold beverage for me, man. So that's, I mean, I couldn't ask for anything else.
That's what I do.
Oh yeah. Going back to racing here, Pax, man, he's just. I'm telling you now, it's kind of hard to judge who has the fastest car because it's been a throw up every time. And the gist of it, it's weird.
I don't necessarily think it's fastest, but best handling, especially in the draft.
Pat's had a good car coming into this. Wow, long day. Pax had a good car coming into stage 1. I mean, stage 1 really didn't see much of it. 2, he came out really strong with it. Getting close into this stage, in the race here, wise, he's showing his cards here. The thing is, though, is he going to figure out how to try to fold on him, or is he bluffing and he could be able to dominate the rest of this race?
Ooh, I like how you brought that up, bluff. I don't get to do it very often, but certain tracks where I'm pretty proficient, I don't want everybody to see what I have till the last 10 laps, so maybe a bluff could be something that's going on. Still on board on the computer right here with Mr. Jason Caffey, the man himself, 131 of 160, so we're at 29 to go. Here comes Titans pushing past down that straightaway. Caffey right there with him in that 21 car sledge, what you were talking about too. I haven't actually got to speak with him yet. Thank you.
He's very well spoken, Puddin. I've got to talk with him a couple times. I don't get a lot of time to talk to him, but he's very man of very short words.
Being on Facebook again, him and I are friends on there, so I look forward to speaking with him. And I do believe we are going to be under a yellow flag. But no, that was a. So thank you for that, Mr. Slade. I appreciate it too, and just to be able to sit up here in the booth, call these names, and seeing this talent, and I think I like calling it just as much as I like learning from some of these guys. It's like there's so much talent out there. A lot of people come out there from different organizations all across because there's so many different leagues or organizations that run. If they watch On a Mission, I think there's a lot to be learned for a lot of these younger drivers out there trying to get their name out there.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you right now that these guys are willing to help anybody though. I mean, yeah, big name drivers out here. I mean, most people, or not most people, I'm rewording my crap because I can't speak. A lot of people, like little kids that literally watch these esports things, or just even watches our YouTube, that they could probably have like their role model for one of these guys.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of these guys are a role model for some of the younger people out there.
Yeah, be like, oh, I want to, like, say, I want to be a Titan.
We didn't have this growing up.
No, oh man, if I had that, oh man, it'd been amazing. Technology when I was a kid wasn't this advanced yet.
I mean, my idol as a race car driver, video gaming growing up, was Luigi in Mario Kart.
Oh, dude, for me, Uh, well, mine was Mario Kart first, and then I went up to I don't know if you did you own a 64 back in the day?
Yeah, yeah.
Remember Ridge Racer?
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
played that as a
And see,
kid.
my wife never got rid of her 64, so about twice a year, on a rare occasion, we'll pull it out just to play the that 007 game. But that makes me want to
Ah,
go find that now. Oh wait, these guys are coming back out. They're hitting the that Apex Road right there, the access road to pull back
Titan
out
got
on the
out
pit
front,
lanes. And Titan got yeah, it looks like it's going to go Titans, Pats, Slade, and Cap are going to be the top four off of pit lane.
but now talking about old games, and I showed it in my old leagues chat. I pulled a diamond out of the rough at a gaming store. Bill Elliott's NASCAR game back on the old Nintendo.
Oh, do you remember Kyle Petty?
I
Kyle Petty experience?
no, but I remember there was a
Are we
another.
going to get sued for saying names like this? We don't want to get these guys
I
in
doubt
trouble.
it. Give him
But we're going to
popularity.
wreck them, but I know exactly what you're talking about. But here we go. And look who's going to lead us down. That number one, Scottish John on the
He
inside,
didn't
Titans
pit.
the outside. Yeah. And we got Pats and Keffer right there with him. How's this going to pan out for him? How does that Chevrolet number one going to work out for him? Does he have enough Haggis in that mobile to get it going around the track? I like the way you say it. This is your race, but this is your broadcast. Take it, man. As
You
we're
know
bringing
what?
down to that yard of where this is the yard of bricks.
How about we duo it? I'll do 1 and 2, and you do 3 and 4, because we work as a team.
All right, brother. That sounds good to me. Take it.
All right, man. We're getting locked and loaded here, going to the green flag as they're coming down the straightaway. Tighten their belts here, getting close to this end of this race here. Very long race for these guys. And we are green. And look like the one did actually stay out. I don't know if he's on older tires or not. But it looks like, oh, it's good to see that Scottish boy up front. Because we only get to see that very often. Because there's not many Scottish drivers that I know that race in NASCAR. You see here, he's up front. Going out of one here. Going down the back stretch. Oh, it looks like Slay got in the wall. Coming down, going into 3. Take it away, Puddin'.
Scottish on to the outside. Here comes Pats right there. Titans going to try to hold that outside line. Keffer right there with him. Got a great drive. Gives the Titans a little bit boost. Oh, because of not pitting, Scottish goes to the outside. Sean does. Titans makes the inside. New leader, the Pats guy right there in that 88 car. How's Sean going to hold up on the outside? He taps the wall. That's going to push everybody else 3 and 4 wide. Maybe not a good decision. Maybe he should have gone down and got himself some more freshies. New leader, Pat's right there. And here comes Titan right behind him. And look who's sitting in third, guys. Somebody we haven't got to talk about too terribly much tonight.
Who is it? My bad. I haven't made it up to the field yet.
Nap Racing. Oh, come on. I thought you were going to help me out right there. Nap sitting in third. Slade's right there in fourth. Scott Sean sitting in right behind him. Blue car pulls down. Can't see who that is. Trying not to jump back and forth. I'm on board with Keffer right now. He gets moved in the inside of the Phoenix. He pulls up right behind that 9 car. Gets a great drive right there. Let's not take this off the lead, though. This lead pack is dominating right now. Pats, Titans right to the backside of Pats. Scottish Sean should have pitted. He just barely clips the ball. Loses a lot of ground. Noko goes around him. A lot of cars around. Chi-Town right behind him. Take it.
I about watched Phoenix about just clobber Keffer coming out of 4. He had such of a run going down that straightaway. He actually got so loose not to try to get in the back of him. Like, he had such a run. I thought he was going to get him, honestly.
Somebody we have talked about quite a bit tonight, though. We are on board with him, so it's thin. He's right behind Slade. Slade's right there in that 21 Wood Brothers Ford Mustang. Can he get to the back of that car? These are going in through 3, down the short chute. Can you hit that apron? Don't touch that wall. Perfect entry right there. He dives it down, hits that white line, going down 3-4, hits that straightaway. Perfect. Good wrap, but the thing about it is, oh, there he goes again. Nap gets a little bit loose. Don't know if that was pit strategy on his behalf. He pulls right behind Slade. So that gives the opportunity for Celtics to pull in that trap. The 2 cars right in front of them pulling away. Can he hold on to it? Yes, he can. Celtics pushing that 19 of Knapp right there. They both touch the wall just barely. Slade trying to pull away. He wants to catch up. We've talked about him tonight, Grim, in that third position. Here comes Celtics to the inside. They do not make contact. Super close. Trying to side draft each other down that backstretch. Slade wants to see this happen, but he needs some draft help to catch that lead too.
Oh, yeah. Say it.
Looks like Celtics makes the pass. Can he get back up the Slade right there? That guy out in the lead, Mr. Patspan, looking real strong, but he's got a lot of strength behind him with Titan. Can Slades catch up to him? He needs a little bit of draft help. These guys are working with that aerodynamic effect. We all know it as the draft. Oh, right there, Titans comes up out of that.
Oh, Celtics just ate the outside wall. Hard. That was a hard lick for Celtics.
I saw that hard contact for him. How can he regroup? Doesn't look like he
By the
brought
way,
anybody up into it.
Looks like, yeah. Looks like I Am Goofy had engine troubles. He's parked it for the night.
On board with Coke as we're going back to the back. He's trying to keep up with Spuddy Noko right there. They know each other real well. Phoenix right in front of him, that 9 car right there with him and leading his pack. These two Mustangs trying to work together. Noko, I'll have to talk to you later about being in the Mustang scene. Yeah, I know you drew one before, but not being in that one's kind of throwing me off. Glad I remembered that. Here we go. They have a single file draft, 5 cars down the front straightaway. Can they catch up to the third, fourth, and place cars? That's their only chance unless there's another caution out. Let me jump back on board with Keffer as you take it over.
Oh, yes, appreciate it. There's 5 people watching this stream. I appreciate you guys so much. We're getting down to the ending laps here wise. Is putting, guys can see how many laps we have here going close here wise. Shouldn't be that many more
20,
left.
20 to go at the line. 20 to go at 9. 139 of 160. It's getting intense. You know how I know it's getting intense? I just had to take my headset off for a second, put my hair back up so I get comfortable because we are getting down to the nitty gritty on board with Noko, pulling right behind that 32 of Mr. Coke FN. He's behind Phoenix. They're working down that straightaway too. These guys try to get back up to their front. Here comes Celtics though. He's seeing that yellow car starting to pull away from him. The 2 leaders though, Pats and Titan, say draft, draft, draft. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hightown coming off a pit lane there, Grim.
Oh, I was actually going to say, you said about getting excitement. I thought it usually when you get excited, your voice just gets getting higher and higher and higher. I mean...
It's because I'm out of oxygen.
Yeah, it just keeps going higher and higher and higher.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I sound like Pee Wee Herman to everybody else out there. I just get so excited, Grim. We've done this quite a few times. You know how I can get, and these guys are the reason why we do it. Yeah, I thought last time we did it,
you'd have passed out, man. You were getting so hyperventilated there. Like, you guys, like, Puddin', just breathe.
Not to take away from anything, I did watch the iRacing Dirt Series the other night, and Mr. Gibson out there, we all know he is. He is the voice of sprint car racing. At the end of it, Jeff Gordon told him, "Hey, you need to breathe." And I was like, "Wait a minute, they tell me how to. They tell me how to breathe." Maybe Gibson and I need to be in the booth together, since I think he did steal my voice at the same time. But him and I both up there while he's hitting the oxygen mask, he can call the action and vice versa. But if we're still on board with
as we maybe. Was Titan trying to take a look in on oh!
That's exactly who I was looking at right there. Titan took a peek down to the inside, couldn't get it done. Pat's going to pull out there. He's going to pull the outside right there, stay in that draft. Slade has no drafting help, Grim. That is not good for him right now. Would you slow down and just a click? I mean, when I say slow down, just work that throttle and hope for some help so you can get back to the front, because you still have plenty of laps to go.
I don't know, because I think right now we're gonna be in pit strategy mode here, because there's gonna be one more pit stop.
Yeah, but when are you gonna make that stop? You know, something I've started to learn, and you know very well, Grim. I've had to learn. These guys are professionals, but when do you make it, and what do you do? I would almost want 4 here. I would definitely want to make, obviously, and make sure enough fuel, but right sides. But I would almost want forward just to take for the guys who took 2, so I had a chance of getting at them. But do you take that extra time on pit lane?
See, for me, I'm going to pull a card out of Robbie's book, because I've been doing it recently. Run and dry.
Milk it.
I literally have been doing that out of the book of Robbie.
Milk it.
Just run it dry. Run it dry and then hit pit road.
Milk it. Wait till that tachometer starts bouncing off of each other, and then pull it down. Slade still has no help back here, Grim. As we see, I'm jumping back on the board with Nat Racing. We saw him up there front. Looks like he lost some positions, though. Cafford by himself also. It's looking really strong. We saw how dominant he was earlier. Led some lapped. Oh, it was in the top 5 most of the night, but with no drafting help, Grim. Let's see what Mr. Jason Kepler can get done tonight.
All right, now Titans and Pat is just checking out.
Oh, wait a minute. Was that a little bit of kiss? Mr. Noko touched Serenity Britt. We know him as Robbie Vitz. These guys are good friends. They talked out and they worked together and they've raced together. There was a little bit of bumper contact. Noko goes to the inside. He's in the forward. Here comes that Chevy 37 to the outside. Great to see. Robbie hasn't loved that dedication. Noko to the inside of him. Robbie's not going to give it up too easy. Noko has that preferred line. Robbie gets back in that throttle real quick. Still pulls him by. Oh, they touch each other. Oh, was that a little kiss? Was that a little say, hey, what's up, England? Robbie still pulls him down the straightaway right there, and Not Racing right trying to pull back behind these guys saying, hey, what are you guys doing? Hey, this is not cool, guys.
All right. Yeah.
37 of Robbie right there, and the Serenity Brit pulling Mr. Noko, not trying to catch back up to him. Don't want to take away from the leader's action, but this is a good little battle. Oh, a little pump fake right there by Noko, high-low. Robbie got fooled by it. He went to the high side. Robbie to the wall. Here comes Noko down the front straightaway. He can pull up. Here comes Nap right behind Robbie. He's going to say, hey, you're going to hit the wall and slow down. I'm going to go around 2. Robbie loses 2 spots on that. A little bit of a debacle for him. But Robbie's smooth. He's smart. He knows how to work this track. He can get around it. Let's see how he can get back up there. Nap gets a little bit loose. Sean Piddle right there, he's making himself a pit stops, doing a little bit of short stops. Let's see how that pans out for our
What's up,
Scottish buddy over
guys?
there.
Doing more on canvas, running poor. Yeah, Piddle, Sean was like, yeah, he's doing a really poor job. Hey, man, it's tough. I mean,
you're an elite group. Elite group. Very few of us out there, even in YouTube land or PlayStation land, can do what these guys have done for their particular format of the game, which being Heat 3, Heat 4. So to be able to be accepted in this race and go out there and race with these guys, Sean, that's an honor. So take that and put that on your mantle, buddy. On board with Noko, looks like he's got himself cleared a little bit of Robbie. He's pulling himself down. Can he get himself back up there? I'm on board with Mr. Jason Capper. He's going to go across the line. He's entering 3, going down the short street and come down 4. I'll let us know how many laps we have. Grim, take it, buddy.
oh, yeah, I'm riding on board with him too, actually, right now.
Yeah, I'm on his, he's coming out of 4 on his broadcast. Thank you for doing this, Jason. It definitely helps us out. I know you got a lot of fans out there. As he crosses the line, 14 to go. 14 to go at the line for Jason Kepler. On board with Celtics, too. We talked about him a little bit. Running that custom Mustang tonight. Oh, no, it's not a custom. He's running that kit car. Oh! From the back is on the back stretch, trying to get himself
Robbie's
turned around.
pitting.
Chi-Town also around. Chi-Town and from the back both spun around on the backstretch. Is that going to bring out a caution? Chi-Town is on pit lane, but yeah, I don't see a caution. But those 2 cars spun around hard on the backstretch. We missed that action? I do believe that is going to be. Yeah.
I believe Chi-Town blew a motor out of that incident too.
On board right now again on Jason Kepler's broadcast, that is a game-issued yellow flag. That is a barn burner. That is going to turn everything around. We don't like to say it, but we have seen it happen before where cautions breed cautions. So is everybody going to come down here? If they have enough fuel, what are they going to get themselves 4 fresh tires to make that dash to the run to the end? Serenity, Britt, and Pats leading us down to the Trinity and Celtics to the outside. Looks like Robbie on those old tires might have missed his
No,
shift just a little bit.
he doesn't have old tires.
He pitted?
He pitted right before that caution happened.
Oh, so Robbie's on 4 freshies. Looks like he might have just missed himself a shift. Can he get himself back up there? Here comes Titans to the outside. Kepler's going to push Titans. They barely take it. Sledge says, come on, guys, I want to go too. Pat goes up there. Contact being made with Robbie.
Yeah,
Oh, they are three wide down the
Titans
backstretch.
doored him down the backstretch.
Robbie has to get back up. Here's Noko. He has to get back up to hit that apex perfectly.
Oh, little hey, I
Pat's the
didn't.
leader.
Hey, little hey, I didn't like that. Robbie get back in the door of the 14.
Oh, yeah, that's tight right there. And he has lost a lot of position. The guy bringing us down to that green flag. Can't count how many cars are in front of him. That's unfortunate for him. Sean's starting back there, too. Coke is on pit lane now that I take a look. On board with Noko. Unfortunate for Coke. I think he had some mechanical failure, too. Here's Pats, Celtics, Kepler, Slage, and Noko running 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, if I'm not mistaken, guys. And on board, we are 152 with 60. That's 8 to go. So it'll be, what? 8 to go, so 9 to go, so 8 to go at the line. Can these 3 cars right here work together and catch that lead, Pat Grim?
I don't know. I feel like right now, I think Celtics is in catbird seat right now.
No, Kepler looks like he's sitting in third on his broadcast.
Celtics.
So it's Pat's leading. Yeah, it's Pat's leading. Pat's, Celtics, Kepler, Slage, and Noko running as your top 5. Noko gets into the draft, tries to back out of it, touches the wall. He lays off of it, doesn't get back into that 21 Slage. Here comes that 14 Titans back to the inside of him. Mustang crime. These guys looking good. Can they get it done? They are teammates. A little Stuart Haas. Oh, Noko bumps the wall. Grim, you gotta take it, buddy, so I don't get too excited. Here comes the 91.
Oh, you're good? I gotta get a drink because I got hiccups right now, so you're gonna have to take it for right now.
We got 7 laps to go. Just to make that 7 to go.
Give me a minute. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. So we see Celtics take the lead from Pat.
I'm on board with Celtics right now. Tate takes it away from Pat. Slade sitting right there in third. He needs a little bit of help. They got to work together for the draft. Can they get back up there? Let's see how it works out. Going to get back on board. I'm on board with from the 9th right there.
All right.
Pats makes a move to the inside. Celtics overdrives turn 1. Down the first short chute. Going into turn 2. New leader, Pats. Celtics backs out of it. Says, I'm not going to race you too terribly hard because I'm going to try to get you back. We got a great battle. I'm on board with Sledge right now. Mr. Sledge in that 21. He needs a little bit of help. These guys daddling in front of him is giving him a battle. He's going to give him an opportunity to get up there. Going into turn 3, down that short chute, coming in between 3 and 4. Pat's still leading. Celtics gives him a little bit of bump. Slade down to that white line. He tries to hold on to it. He's trying to get a little bit of a sniff. Just wants a little bit of that draft of Celtics. Celtics definitely in the draft of Pats. Going down the straightaway at the line. We are coming to 5 to go at the line. Pat's still leading. Here comes Celtics. Can he hold on to it? Slade's right here in third place. Trying not to take away from the action from everybody else, but right behind him, so we got Kepler pulling right there with Slade and Titan. So Slade has a lot of pressure on him, trying to catch that lead pack. He's got 2 cars pushing him. Can they get up to that lead pack, though? He's got to hold on to his top podium position. There comes Kepler pushing Slade's down there. Titan's pushing Kepler. Can they get up there, too? So Slade's he's in a no win-win right now. He has to shut that mirror off, not worry about them, and worry about the drivers in front of him, but also worry about the people behind him. That's a lose-lose situation. On board, going overboard. Here comes Kepler pushing Slade down that straightaway. They are bumper to bumper. Will he pull out going down into turn 1? No, he does not. Trying to hold on to it. 5 to go at the line right there, like I just said. He goes a little bit. Oh, Titans tries to get to the inside of Kepler. Can they not do it? This will give Slade a 1 car opportunity right there. They got 1 car difference. They need to work together. I cannot do this anymore, Grim. This is so intense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys are definitely battling it out. Pat's still leading.
So, all right, with 4 to go here, Puddin'. No, I want your opinion on this. With 4 to go, would you be, if you're in Celtic situation, knowing that they're getting a huge draft and they're going to catch us, would you try to make your way around Pat's like it is right now? He's going to look the inside. Would you go ahead and make that run?
2 to go. 2 to go is when I make my move, but here he goes. Here comes Celtics to the inside. That's when I would make it, because it's going to be harder for him to get back.
Oh, he hit the apron. Oh, is he going to...
He overdrove it just a little bit. Here comes Pat's back to the inside.
Wow, that move on the outside by Celtics.
That was a power move by Celtics. Celtics, Pats, Slade sit 1, 2, 3, but right behind them they got Capper and Titans right there too.
Oh, this is gonna get interesting with 2 to go.
5 cars, 2 to go, all for podium positions. This is where the brass meets the well, never mind, we're going to leave that out of the broadcast, but this is it. These guys all catched up. 5 cars under one blanket, 1 to go at the line. 2 to go, excuse me.
Yeah, but it's 2 to go. Oh! As you see that Pat's got in the inside wall there. Is that going to leave an opening for... Yeah, it might. He's
Slade's
peeking.
right on the back of Pat's. They caught up to him. Celtics the new leader. What is Kepper and Titans got? They got anything for him. Next time by will be the white flag in the air. The on a mission white flag is going to come out for these guys, Grim.
Actually, it's the on a mission, 1 to go.
Yes, that is right. This is intense. Look at this, 5 cars battling for 3 positions.
See here, Wise. 1 to go. Coming at the line for the on a mission, 1 to go. It's anybody's race. Who's wanting to risk it all or keep it safe and get a podium? That's the question right there.
Yeah, who's going to go full send? Who's going to hang out? I think full send goes to the 4th and 5th of Keffer and Titans. Slade's content being in 3rd. He's not content, but he wants to get right to that back bumper of Pat's. Get him a little tight. He's right there. Pat's right on the back of Celtics as they go down the backstretch for the last time here at the historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Celtics go to the outside. Pat's to the outside. Oh, 3 wide going into turn. Oh, they make contact going into turn 3.
Is it over?
I think that is it. I think that is going to be it because they crossed the white line, the checkered, the start-finish line. Oh my goodness, I can't even talk right now. 5 cars battling for 3
won that?
positions. Oh, I believe it was Celtics.
I don't know because as soon as all 3 of them touch doors, I don't know.
It's unofficial until it's official, Grim. It's unofficial until it's official.
I can't tell who got that. It's Daytona all over again.
I'm going to have to go grab myself an adult beverage to calm down.
I have no idea who won that race.
This was intense here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Thank you for everybody who joined in. We will get you results. Thank you for everybody who participated with our...
It's green white checkered. Puddin', it's green white checkered.
Oh! They're going...
Overtime, boys! Wow.
Here we go. GCW at Indianapolis on a mission. GCW, OAM. Here they go.
Slade's going to get ballsy. I can see it.
Pat's leading
now,
down that
the question is,
here it is. Celtics out. Here comes Kepper right there. Titans and Pat's pulling him down the straightaway. Pat's trying to hold on to it. Here he comes. Keffer right there with him. Gives him a little bit of that bumper. Doesn't knock him out of the way. Just tightens him up a little bit. Contact being made. Will then... the one of Sean gets spun. But they're going to keep going down the front straight away. Pat's to the lead.
Slade the wall.
Gets way loose. He is upside down. As we take it right there, that's Pat's, Keffer, and Celtics. Your 1, 2, 3. This is the last lap then. Can they hold on to it? These guys...
Oh, another wreck. Who that just ate the wall? That was Robbie.
Yeah, that was Robbie Vids. That's unfortunate for him. Can these guys get back up to him? Look, he was right there in that 9 car. Here's 4 of Noco. You talked about it earlier. He's going to push that car down the straightaway, too, of Titans in that 14. Can they make something work?
Outside run!
Can they make
No,
it
no, no,
work?
no. Kefir with the outside for the win. Oh my.
Wow, what a power move by Kefir!
Wow.
Holy
So top three
cow!
is Kefir, Pats, and I believe Celtics.
Oh,
Wow. Celtics almost made that a 3-wide situation. He tried.
I don't know about you, but I don't know if I can go on participating in a video game and after extenuating all of my energy tonight after seeing that race. 100%
That's all right
here on
now.
a mission, 160 laps at the historic Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and they didn't let us down, Grim.
Oh no, but I'll tell you right now, just looking by points wise, that is going to take a huge hit into Slade. For that,
He was
that
up
last,
there all night, too.
yeah, that's going to hurt him in points. That was a really.
Yeah, that GWC really did hurt him at the end because he
Thank
was
you,
right
Sean.
there.
Appreciate it, buddy. All right, Puddin', do you got Celtics, Kefir, and Pats as your friend?
Nope.
All right, give
But
me a
I
minute
can
here.
find them. But I can find them.
All right,
Because as long as you guys just do us a favor, don't leave the lobby real quick. It makes life a little bit easier right there.
Yep, Celtics is there. I mean, I could blue screen and do it if you want. But...
No, I'll do. Nope, we want to do this as professional as we can. I will definitely help you
Well,
out.
actually, use your phone. I sent you pictures for the lineup earlier.
I don't have a smartphone, remember?
True.
Alright, I just sent Mr. Kefir. Oh, these guys are already backing out.
I know. All right, so Kefir has been laying it up, man. Boy, I swear, is he? I'm gonna call him where'd he come from and where'd he go?
Where did
No,
he come from? Where did he go?
I already know. I already know
Where
what
did
I'm gonna call him.
just Cotton Eye Joe.
All right.
Alright, so I got Kefir and invite. Hold on for us guys out there in YouTube
You know what?
land.
Since I have to blue screen and accept it, give me a minute. I'll just get the other two. No, you're good. You're good. Well, I gotta invite players. Suggested. So there's Kefir. Get the other two. Get Celtic in here. And then Pats.
Surprised I was able to win that. I thought Pats had it for sure.
Real quick, I'm not. I know all of you guys on a certain level, not necessarily friends with you guys, but if you could help us out, get the other top two up here for the podium finishes, that would help.
I invited Celtics. I just don't have Pats. It's all right now. I thought it was over at that line. I didn't know there was an overtime caution for it.
Hold on one second.
I would just say, if you guys don't mind, you guys are
one moment,
obviously.
Puddin'. All right, give me 1 moment here.
Or not, but he might be a little upset. But yeah, I thought Pats and Titans, I mean, they had the race pretty much won. They were gone. And then that caution came out, and then another caution. So with some guys like in the very back there battling. So I don't really know what happened, but should have been their win. I guess they should have battled, but we got that restart, and I don't know. There was some banging and beating going on, and then we got a run, and Celtics pushed me, and we got a run on the outside, surprisingly. I don't know how it stuck, but it did. And got there first.
Yeah, that GWC, that green-white checker, definitely threw a stick into the mixture right there. And again, thank you for broadcasting on and that helped us out with keeping us updated and everything. But you guys, as everybody knows, gets me so excited sometimes, and I was pumped up about it. So I apologize to Graham, I apologize to viewers, but you guys put on one heck of a show tonight.
Well, that's good. That's what we all like to race and have a good time, and we also like to, put on something that people want to watch. So glad it was good, and I could hear you guys talking. I had the stream on, so I could hear the excitement in your voice. So it sounded like a really good job you guys did. So I appreciate it.
No problem. I'll tell you right now. I got your nickname. It's already solidified right now. I already found one.
Oh yeah.
I'm calling you Mr. Excitement because literally you come out of nowhere. So yeah, you're just Mr. Excitement for right now.
That's
So
what I try to do, man. I try to, especially these low 100% races. It's no reason to go all out at first. Get to run a long race.
I mean,
laps.
by the way, guys that actually aren't, the viewers that we have right now, or even they go back to watch this man halfway through the race had to reset his wheel
Oh yeah, yeah.
and still came back to win this race. So
Yeah, I had to pull over on the side there and unplug it and plug it back in and stuff, and they, they held it up for me and we got it fixed. So I'm glad we did because that was gonna suck.
like I was telling Puddin, I think that new update actually's been messing with the wheels.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what it is, but it's like as the run goes on, especially along a race, it's like the wheel starts getting off center, so you're almost holding it, 30 degrees to the left to try to go straight when it's not actually set up that way. So
it's almost like you hit a curb in a streetcar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You threw the camber up on it, or the toe out on it.
Yeah, so I just reset the wheel and it was all good to go. So it was fun.
Well,
Like I said, I feel bad for Pats and Titans, man. They had the best cars, I think, overall. Like the best cars, especially on the long run. When they got hooked up, those guys were gone. But got lucky and pulled off another win. So I think that's 2 in the.
Yeah, Mr. Fuel Mileage from Pocono, and then
Oh, that's right. Well, last week I forgot. Last week, yeah. So
yeah, that literally Puddin. I still don't know how he pulled that off. I still don't know. That race.
I wish I would have. I wish I would have had that.
Go watch. You can rewatch it. You can go rewatch it, dude. I don't know how.
It's too late now because tonight in my other organization, I could have used some fuel mileage strategy, but I still pulled up top 10 there for myself, so I was pretty happy. That's not the point right now. You guys put on one heck of a show, and what you guys do here on your endurance races and on a mission, you guys are just so impressive.
Well, I appreciate that. That's we have a good group of guys. There's a lot of guys in there with a lot of talent. There's guys that are in the pro league, guys like myself and Slade and a couple other guys that were in it last year. They're here from time to time. A couple guys missed tonight, but then there's guys that should be there. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of good guys in this league that are really talented and can win any race. So that's what makes it fun. It's what makes winning these races so exciting.
Well, first and foremost, we look forward to you, and we wish you the best of luck with what's coming on in the near future for you guys out there. And I don't know if you know Coke, but if you know Coke FN, will you tell him to accept my friend invite?
Sure will. Yep, I'll go back to the party and see if we can get him. So.
By the way,
I'm only joking. I was only joking. That was kind of an inside joke.
Two things before you get rolling out of here for you.
All right.
One. But the viewers wise, it's kind of hard to win in this high caliber league, ain't it?
I think so. Yeah, I think there's a lot of guys. There's between On a Mission, you got Midnight, and you got Outlaw out there, even Giggity. There's a lot of leagues that have a lot of really good guys. So anytime you get a win in any one of those leagues, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And once again, man, congratulations on everything. I'm going to let Grim get us off the air. If you could just do me one quick favor and not leave the chat party till we're off the air. But please, everybody else, congratulations. If we can't get anybody else out there, congratulations to our top 3. You guys put on one heck of a show. Everybody out there, even the UK guys, Sean and Mr. Well, I'm not going to call him
Mr. Brittany.
Yeah.
Mr. Brittany.
Mr.
No, he lost his name. He's Mr. Brittany now. He's not Robbie anymore. He's Mr. Brittany.
Hey, if you could stick around for like one split second, Jason, if you don't mind. But Grim, I'll let you take us off there, buddy. And
Alrighty,
for
guys.
myself, Puddin', y'all be safe out there.
Oh yeah, guys. So appreciate everybody who stopped in tonight for On a Mission's endurance race here at Indy. It was a very exciting and intense race with all these guys. I appreciate everybody that came in here tonight and had a good time. And I hope you had a good time. If you have not, like and subscribe for us. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much.